I'm gonna give you some Canadian words to add to your giant lexicon there, Alex.
My giant lexicon, is that sarcastic?
I mean, I thought giants were Canadian now.
Lexicon for
Oh,
giants.
my
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's not the size of the lexicon.
No,
it's
wait, we decided
the
that
No,
type.
it's
halfling
the
was
variety that
Hispanic.
matters.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? We're playing Icewind Dale with the Omen Seekers. They're in the Caves of Hunger. Let's read this very quick recap. Now, I know I say that it's not that detailed, but this time is probably the closest to accurate that is. It's not that detailed, but here it is.
Can't wait.
Wait. I'm gonna turn that off. Isn't there a recap button? There is. Deep inside the rugged glacier, our heroes were trapped and on death's doorstep. The mighty Remoraz and its younglings were awake, and it was feeding time. So anyway, Dr. Lazarus started blasting. Bree summoned a pack of wolves, and Flight summoned a giant elk and a badger. Scoops helped keep the baby distracted as well. The mommy Remoraz was busy chowing down on the wolves one by one. When finally a light appeared at the end of the tunnel, they just might make it through this after all. After defeating the fire centipedes, the group felt exhausted. They were almost out of energy and would need to rest soon. But when a disagreement rose between the group, Dr. Laz spoke up. He spoke way up, and his voice echoed through the tunnel systems. This had quieted the bickering, but as Bree would soon find out as she headed north to find a spot to be alone with her pack, it had lured the same bloody gnoll that they had encountered above the Remoraz hole, and it was hungry. Another battle raged on. This wasn't any normal gnoll, though. It seemed to have the tendencies of a vampire, and as Flight had witnessed, could obviously polymorph into a puff of mist. When Scoops heard this horrifying hyena screech, he booked it for the nearest escape and plunged down another Remoraz tunnel leading further down. But that didn't deter our adventurers. With the help of the remaining wolves and the giant elk, they were able to hurt this thing very badly. It tried to escape, but Flight formed an ice wall, blocking it in with them, and one by one the Omen Seekers chased it around the Remoraz nest, taking shots until there was nothing left. After all was said and done, Scoops was retrieved from the hole where he had found a number of trees that grew from the ice like it was fertile soil. Needing a rest, the group investigated the nesting rooms they were in and decided to head back to the small dead end they had been fighting in. At least there, if something attacked, they'd know which way it was coming from. And that's where we start off. Did you guys take the rest yet? I don't think you did.
I don't believe we have, no.
Okay.
No.
I clicked the button last week, but nobody else did.
You did? Because you have some health.
I do. Yeah, I do see that you have some health going.
I took it back
Yeah,
off.
because you fixed it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't believe you have any like long rest recharge abilities, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Well, anyone who hasn't rested yet, let's go ahead and do that. And then also, I have a question, technically. I was talking to Tom and Kate after the game, and I'm just wondering if either of the other two players, do we know where the Frost Maiden is right now?
We know that she starts releasing the Northern Light effect from a specific island. That's the closest thing we know to her true location.
Yeah, that's what Tom and I were kind of thinking as well. We didn't think we actually knew for sure where she was,
Who
but
knows what's on the island?
We saw her
but we know
coming
that-
up. We saw her
That's
coming up over the horizon around the giant's fortress.
yeah.
Okay.
Alex thought we knew where she was.
Well,
I don't know if we
yeah,
know
kind of.
specifically.
I thought that it was more on the table than maybe it actually was. But that doesn't
I
change
think
where
we
we're
might
at.
have-
I mean, but yeah.
I
was
think
just
we
wondering.
might have done a roll to confirm our suspicion that that's where she comes from. But until we actually get there, we won't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sure.
Wait, what is that art? Chill touch. That's
art?
from. I had to pay for that art, and now it's just free in meme form. All right.
I think that's kind of just a low quality GIF of it though, so you're not getting like.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And it looks pretty low frame rate too.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, I'm not utilizing it anyway. Okay,
Yep.
hang on. Let me pull this up so that I can flip between those. But okay, yeah. Well, I mean, you guys are in this cave. You guys have just taken a long rest, so let me fast forward some time here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit long rest then.
And it has passed over into the next day, so anyone who gets those temporary hit points from Lathander can add those.
Okay, and at dawn, I believe my animals from the bag of tricks disappear, so the giant elk is gone.
Ah, okay.
If Ando's character...
Let me double check that.
If Ando's character was technically a character that had been in the campaign previously, was the character played by a different player that was in the campaign previously around at the time where when the temporary hit points were given? No? Okay.
He was not with the party when that
Thought
happened.
it was a question worth asking.
That is good.
Even
Yeah.
if they were, I wouldn't feel good about taking it. So, oh, good.
Fair enough.
Didn't earn it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. That is true, though, right? He wasn't there.
Yeah.
For the black.
Yeah.
It was more of a joke than
Dimitri was
anything,
not
but-
there when we fought when we retrieved the Summer Star.
Well, he already said he wouldn't take him even if we remembered, so no use pushing on that. Okay, so yeah, you guys are in this cave.
I'll just take the new ones when we kill Lathander on the way to Oral.
Mm-hmm.
And, we split up his total HP among all of us.
Yeah. All right.
That's how it
Well, that
works,
could
right?
be
Yeah,
added to your playbook.
So yeah, the animals do disappear at the next dawn. So
Okay, so that.
Yeah,
but,
mine
I mean,
disappear within an hour.
Oh, bye-bye wolves. So you guys go to sleep, and when you wake up, all your wolf friends have left you.
however, I do have all of the charges
Alone
back
again.
with the bag of tricks now as well.
Great.
So those are all replenished.
That's so exciting to me.
You okay there, Tom? You okay?
All right. Well, you guys tell me what to do. There's nothing technically going on right now. You guys had sealed off this area, at least heading upwards. You know of that tunnel that led down into a small grove that Ample/Scoops had told you guys about.
I
I
feel like
say
that's the next
Sounds
step,
worth
eh?
checking out.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
we should survey the area first. Go the whole width around the room.
All right.
Just a quick
Oh, like the
walk.
chamber that we're currently in?
Just a
You
quick
want to
walk.
unpause the game there?
Oh, yeah.
Where we are, because the plan is to go where Apple was, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's all the
think
way.
so.
That's down towards the southeast. So
So if we start our walk this way, now I'm definitely Flat's way faster than me, but
yeah.
So you
Like
guys
in a
pass
peek around
by
the
the
corner?
tunnel that you originally came down. You can see that it
that was
snakes
that one.
off and heads further down into a hole that you can't see where it goes. You guys pass that. You guys make it to the
Guys, this
smaller
one-
pool at the south edge. What flight?
So all the tunnels at the west end of this area here, they all head inwards, or does like maybe say this one or maybe this one over here, do those two go downwards?
Though, yeah, both of those go downwards.
Okay, that's interesting. So
Can we tell how far down they go?
They curve, so it's hard to see. It's not like a straight drop.
This
Okay.
one curves. This one goes about 55 feet before it curves into an area that we can't see.
Yeah. So that might be one that we might want to come back and do later then if we need to, since we know the
Mhm.
one that Ample's gone down is a bit shorter, right? That we can make
It's a
it
bit
back
shorter,
up.
and I've made handholds that lead down it, so we don't have to slide.
Yeah.
That's true.
and then if we go that way, we've now been all the way around, right?
Yep.
All right.
And we already checked that area. We already checked that little alcove there that had apparently like a ghost in there.
Oh, right. Yeah, is the ghost still there?
You guys run up, check through the door. Yeah, that ghost guy is still just like aimlessly wandering around through there. Sometimes he'll
You know
like
what?
glitch through the
I
wall.
haven't looked at my spells for. Let me
We
look at
need
my
something
spells.
like the tongue spell in order to maybe say something that he would understand.
Yeah, since we just long rested, I might as well take a little looky-loo.
Scoops,
Oh yeah,
what are you up
change,
to?
You can change your prepared spells as well.
Yeah. I wasn't going to, but I
Hmm.
forgot about the ghost, so if I have something for that, I might change out something for.
I don't think tongues is a druid spell.
So yeah, Scoops. Let's check
No,
on
but
Scoops.
I get random
Maybe.
necromancy spells
Okay.
from my spores thing.
Oh.
Like I get like gentle repose and stuff like that.
Huh.
So, Scoops slept in, I feel. Maybe even was tucked in around one of those corners in the back. That happened because I was just reloading my page a couple times, so I couldn't see or
Gotcha.
control anything. But suffice it to say, that's perfectly applicable because out of the alcove where you guys were staying as you kind of regroup after the walk and talk, you see the figure emerging, but it's not Ample. It is the figure of Dimitri, still wearing Avarice's clothing, still the one-piece jumpsuit with the kind of ruffle of feathers around the shoulders and chest. But it looks a little uncomfortable now as Dimitri is a little heavier than Ample was. So it's straining a little bit at the seams. And he's wearing the same shoes he's always been, the same boots he's always been wearing. They're pretty much the only thing that stays between outfit to outfit, his boots. And he approaches the group and makes eye contact with Dr. Lazarus and says, "Dr. Lazarus, good to see you, my friend. What are you doing in a place like this?" Pretending that he just hasn't seen you in a long time. And unlike the times before where Scoops kind of switched between his faces quickly to display his ability, this seems more like a shift in person entirely, where he's letting himself slip into the character of Dimitri. So he approaches you, Dr. L, and greets you like an old friend who he hasn't seen in a while.
I'm gonna drag you over here. Dr.
Hello.
L, what are you doing? You're like looking down the hole where Flight had made.
No, I'm
that
looking
hole.
at this. I'm looking at this right now with a very concerned look.
Who the fuck is this?
This is Dimitri.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hi, Dimitri. Is Dimitri
pleasure to meet
Oops.
you.
Yeah.
Bree, was it?
Dimitri, hold on one moment, please, my friend. It's been a while. Just a moment. I'm gonna walk over kind of aside, Bree. I think Ample snapped.
I refuse to feel guilty for this.
And he's talking to Flight while you guys are chatting, and he's like, "So, what are we up to? What is this hole?"
What they like?
Very
You don't even
genial.
remember. What is this?
Yeah,
Okay,
very
yeah.
genial, very, very happy to be here and happy to contribute, but is pretending that he's a new person.
Okay.
Flight's just gonna look over at Ample, which kind of with got his cocked eyebrow, one hand on his hip, and he's just like, "You do realize you're not actually fooling anyone, right?"
He winks, but is like, "I don't know what you mean."
Flight just kind of sighs. Well, just remember what we've said. Don't do anything stupid.
Stupid?
Nope,
Never.
That
I am
gif is
cautious.
perfect.
I am cautious as the day I was born.
Cautious as the day I was
This,
born.
this gives me no context at all. I'm very confused.
And you guys are just standing over this hole, kind of confused,
Yeah,
looking back and
Bree
forth
has
between
a
each other.
small discussion with Dr. Lazarus on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling there is a mystery down this hall. Should we explore?
Yes, Dimitri, let's.
Sure, Dimitri, let's go. This is fine. This is fine.
After you all.
No, no, I insist, my old friend. I wouldn't
Oh.
want anything to come up
Oh,
behind me.
fuck this shit, and Bree jumps down the hole.
Just jumps down, sliding down. Vroom.
I slide down. I feel like I accidentally hit one of Flight's handholds on the way down and go, oh man, I'm really glad I don't have balls. Be careful on your way down.
Oh, no.
Let's just get a climb down the handholds he made.
Okay.
I'm going
Uh,
last.
Yeah, Dimitri jumps down right after Bree. Unfortunately, right before she calls that out, and maybe hits himself on the first one, and then is able to dodge the rest.
Mhm. Can I do some sort of nature check as soon as I see these like petrified looking trees down here?
Well, they're not petrified. They look like
They're not?
fully growing trees. Like, even though that's pretty
That's the
hard to
weird part.
believe.
Okay. That's a
weird.
15 on my nature check.
Okay. Hang on. Let me get.
Like the ground is from what I remember about the description, the entire room is still ice and snow, but these trees are acting as if the ground is dirt. You know, nutrient-rich dirt.
Yeah, I'm confused as to how they're growing without sun as well.
Yeah, that's weird.
Magic?
I mean, this is totally unnatural. I mean, this isn't explained by the laws of nature at all. I mean, this must be some sort of magic. You can see all the trees are like filled with these purple pear-looking things.
Okay.
I'm not
Oh.
eating that.
Ooh, really pretty. Yeah, no one eat that. She'll keep a close eye on Dimitri.
Flight will stick one of them in the bag of holding.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Stick one in the bag of holding. Can I do like someone with a better intelligence score than can someone do an arcana check on these?
Well, I'm trying to think what would make Steven look into this. So I'm not just
Bree is
gonna
like, this must be magical in nature. Dr. Lazarus, have you seen anything like this before? This is completely against the laws of nature. I don't understand it.
Have I ever in my adventuring or anything like that? Have I ever seen anything like this?
No.
Completely out of the ordinary.
Completely out of the ordinary, yeah.
I don't want to waste 10 minutes and sit around here to cast detect magic. I'd rather keep moving. As odd as this
Flight will
is.
just stick one of them in the bag of holding then.
What does it
Yeah, I
smell
think Bree
like?
will take
Fruit.
one too, just in case they end up being useful.
Okay.
I want to cut one open with my offhand dagger and see what it smells like. If the flesh smells like sweet and tempting to eat, then hypothetically the fruit wants to be eaten. But that's not necessarily an indication of food that is either poisonous or not. But it's always a good start.
Bree is like getting ready to smack it out of your hand if you're going to eat it without knowing what it is.
Just cut it open, see what the flesh looks like, see what it smells like, and if it seems appetizing, that could either be a good sign or an even worse sign.
Yeah, totally. What do you want to do? Maybe a nature check?
Nature, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, it's
Can I assist since I'm standing right beside him, getting ready to smack it out of his hand?
Sure. So roll again, Scoops. You can have the advantage on it.
Oh, 20.
Nope.
Sorry, guys. Great. So, I mean,
Seems pretty
it's hard to
appetizing.
tell. It's not brown. It's not like bruised, but it's like the insides are just like shifting colors between like purple and blue. There's sometimes like some glittery gold sparkles happening in there.
This almost seems like Fae bullshit.
I think it seems pretty safe.
I smack it out of your hand if you let me. If not,
I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah, he's not going to eat it. He's
Okay,
as
good,
cautious
good,
as the
good.
day he was born.
Okay, that still means nothing to me.
But you
What
have
Uh-huh.
one.
What do
You've
they
grabbed
look
one
like?
for yourself, and so
Yeah.
does Flight. Dr. Lazarus,
Yeah.
you're leaving him?
I don't want to eat it.
I will
haunted
grab.
fruit.
I will grab 2 more then, and I'll give the mine, including the third one, to Flight, just so that we all have one, just in case they turned out to be useful.
All right, I will.
So Flight has 2
so
then?
I have.
Flight
3.
has 4 in total, one
have
for
4
each
in
of
total,
us.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully these don't
I'll
turn
grab
into
a
monsters
couple.
later.
Yeah, I'll grab a couple. If there are trees and trees of them, it's not like we'll be taking away every single fruit. Like I wouldn't want to take away every single fruit because that might not be the trees might not be able to propagate and spread.
Mhm.
If you do that, but definitely if there's an abundance of these things, there's no point stopping at 4. So he'll grab a couple and put them in his pack or his pockets or whatever. And
I see stairs.
yeah.
Or is that another tunnel?
It's not a smooth tunnel. It is like a gradual rise in the ground. It is kind of like
Yeah.
naturally forming stairs.
Like a
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so
let's-
hang on, just so I have it marked down. How Ample or Scoops, you were
Yeah.
about to take some more. How many of these
Yeah.
fruits do we have total?
Why you
I just
people
rolled
take
an 8 on a d8, so I'll take 8.
You'll take 8.
A
Okay.
small punnet of these fruits.
He
So
likes
8
this
total. All right. Hang on.
8 total.
8 total for Ample.
Hi.
Flight's still carrying only 4.
Okay.
Steven's
Yeah.
carrying 0. Steven don't want nothing to do with your haunted fruit.
Flight and I are just gradually exploring the area together, by the way.
Yeah, do we see anything in here?
Hang on. I have to take notes here real quick.
I
Yeah,
am
let's
walking.
We'll
down-
stop
let's slow
moving our
down a bit.
characters around. We're
am
just like
walking,
casually
talking.
exploring the map.
Mm-hmm.
I have a walk and talk to have with the doc as well, so
Yes.
yeah, I'll stick with him.
So where you been, Dimitri?
Oh, you know, around.
How'd you end up in this cave? It's an odd place to really see you.
I could ask you the same thing. Listen, I'm glad that I ran into you though, because I have a favor to ask. Sorry, I haven't done a vaguely European accent in a while, so I'm just getting back into it.
Yeah, go for it. Just go wild. Go wild.
Yeah. I have been looking for you. In fact, I feel like there is something wrong inside of me, and I was wondering if you could take a look and at me and you know, I guess it's time for my annual physical. And he laughs genially, and you see his belly shaking a little bit as he jollily laughs.
Sorry, what does Dimitri look like? I've never met Dimitri
Oh,
as a
yeah.
player.
I can send you an image.
Thank you.
He's got a big Santa beard.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's like an old guy. He's almost. He might be older looking than Dr.
think he is.
Lazarus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like as we're walking though, it's one of those. Are you talking like something? Stephen points to head up here, like points to like where I removed the thing out of your chest. Are we talking?
Yeah. He says, it feels like there is something missing, or something leaving or leaking, slowly going away, where I can't. I used to be able to know who I was, no matter who I was. But now I find it harder to get back to who I was. Do you get my meaning? I find myself slipping further and further away from myself. And it scares me.
That's an after effect of sludge.
Oh, sorry. Accident. I didn't mean to trigger laughter at
Canned
what
laughter.
you're saying. Yeah, no, my bad.
Wow.
Not laughing. How dare you
Rude.
laugh at my...
So rude. Yeah, this
Random
this
laughter
cavern
in the
is like
cave.
haunted with
Haunted.
random laughter.
It's the trees. The trees are laughing at you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry. Yeah, let's jump back. Dr. Lazarus and Dimitri, you're talking.
Yeah, I was pretty much good.
Okay.
I think that's something Steven's got to figure out. I think I know what he's implementing. All right, insinuating. There we go.
Yeah, I imagine it's a lot like when your powers disappeared.
Yes,
Yeah, after the slide, or
Like
you
it-
lost control of them at least.
like a
It's
magical
different for...
corruption.
Yeah, it's certainly different, presenting itself differently, because Scoops is an entirely different creature, but it seems to be the effects, yeah.
Okay, so while that's happening, Bree and Flight kind of go off into this other cavern to the east, and you see to the north it's kind of empty. To the south, it's not clear where that leads. It's mostly ice down there. Although Flight, you can, whenever you walk, you hear footsteps behind you, but when you turn to look, there's nothing there. Although standing still, you just feel like hot breath on your neck.
Is it like... Does it feel like the presence of the ghost we met upstairs? Like us walking around this room?
Maybe.
I mean, like, so if I turn around, I'm still feeling it behind me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not immediate. It's not like something's attached to your back. So it's like if you turn, the breath isn't there, and then like it ends up following you a couple seconds later.
I'm gonna use the elemental attunement lets me like make a little bit of mist. I'm gonna like as soon as I feel that breath on my neck again, I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to immediately use mist to like go it like move it across where I was feeling it.
Okay.
See if the mist collides with anything.
It doesn't seem to collide with anything.
You okay there, Flight?
I can't see anything, but there's this presence that just seems to not want to go away. Like it's breathing down my neck.
I wonder if
Where are the others?
it's haunted. We saw a ghost upstairs.
Saw a ghost and an old vampire.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're
I was the one who killed the vampire, and I think I was the first one to interact with that ghost.
should I think that was me.
I think I was the first one to directly interact with it.
Oh, okay.
It's like you kind of stepped up and tried to talk to it, but I actually like did something to it. I tried to warm it up using elemental attunement.
Okay.
What do these ruins tell us, if anything?
Yeah, what are those walls over there like?
Yeah. Does it look like it was a part of like a 10-town settlement that, you know, collapsed in here at some point, or does it look like it was specifically built in this room, in this cave?
It looks like it's attached to kind of a piece of stone that they all kind of are built into below the ice.
Hmm.
And they're kind of
Right, so it could
growing out
be
of the ice. It's kind of
it,
slanted.
it's similar to the toppled tower we saw upstairs.
Right.
So hypothetically, this is another chunk of the city that fell here.
That's a safe assumption, yeah.
Yeah.
Recognizing that to be true from my visions.
Oh yeah, I mean it looks like this is the same type of stone that you've seen in your visions, the same as the towers that you've run into above.
Okay. What's down this
Very interesting.
passageway? It looks like it turns into stairs again.
Yep, that passageway goes further, deeper down into the ice.
Okay.
Alex, did you get my message?
Oh no, hang on.
I'm starting to see something down here. I'm going to stop here until you tell me what I see.
I mean, you hear that your footsteps are echoing more, well,
What's this then?
less and less. That's just
Leave.
the edge. That's technically nothing you see.
That's just ice?
No, that's
It's-
that's the edge of the map.
Yeah. It's just the edge
Oh,
of the map.
okay.
But I
got
mean,
like-
no,
it's
it
got
doesn't
kind of like a
stop
border
there. The
to it.
tunnel keeps going. I'm not telling you gotta leave that area. It just
Yeah,
keeps
but I want to
going
explore
further
the rest of the area first.
down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, we're not continuing?
No.
No, not that way quite yet.
Gotcha.
Just wanted to see where everywhere
I'm checking
else
the
kind of
rooms.
went.
Yeah. I'll do my.
You know, it's weird. It's almost like each of these trees is kind of like contained within a block of the stone.
Yeah, I was noticing that
Mm,
too, except for those two up there. But yeah.
could I
I wonder
check
if
the
there's kind of a tree that grows from death,
I
maybe?
was just thinking that. Could I check the roots of
Yeah.
the tree for skeletons or
We're both on the
pieces of
same
corpses?
wavelength, so I will assist
Yeah.
you with any checks you have to make. I'll be over there with you.
Okay, so
Because
what are you guys doing? You're looking at the trees, looking for what?
we
Looking at
suspect
the-
that these
something.
trees grew from corpses, and if they grew from hypothetical corpses, that might give us a clue to the fruit. Like, are we eating people fruit? Are these people magicians like the ones upstairs?
Soylent Purple?
Found headless?
Soylent Purple.
Yeah. Is it like the residual magic from their corpses that grew trees and fruit? That's cool.
Okay.
But we're looking for corpses specifically. That's what the role would be for.
Honestly, that's the best that I could hope for in death.
Grow into a tree? Yeah.
Yeah, grow into a
Be your
tree,
own
feed
Yggdrasil.
future generations.
I love those biopod things. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want IRL.
I plan to
I wanna
be
be a
not
tree.
bombed and just thrown in a hole. I don't want no chemicals in me. I just want them to throw me in a hole.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's legal, but
Well,
Uh,
throw me in the ocean.
I-
We'll blame the mob.
I always like that that Norse thing of like a dinghy full of hay and oil and shit, and your firstborn child shoots a flaming arrow at it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a little polluting to the ocean these
That's
days.
pretty
but,
metal.
take me back to Norse times when I die. Then.
I want to be dropped in the ocean with 4 pickup truck, all fluids intact.
And my baby mama can set off an explosion.
Okay, so
Boom!
are you guys want to do like an investigation or a nature check? You guys looking just for bodies, or I guess either one, whatever role you feel.
Well, investigation is the way to go for me.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
me
really
too.
looking for natural things. Well, I mean, I am looking for natural things in terms of bones, but I'm looking for more for the unnatural presence of bones. I would call that investigation.
Yeah, and I'm assisting you,
that was
so roll again with
right. My bad. I
advantage.
forgot to hold the alt.
Yeah, no worries.
Still
Okay.
23.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Dimitri goes from tree to tree and is kind of digging around at the roots. It's mostly frozen, so it's hard to get down. You don't actually see any evidence of
Luckily, we have
bones.
a party member with access to fire all the time.
Yeah, but we don't want to hurt the trees, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Fire and trees, kind of.
We have a
Yeah, and digging up roots would not
veterinarian.
be very good for them either.
Yeah, we have a tree expert, we have a fire expert, and we have someone who could shift ice with their innate abilities. So Scoops kind of uses his investigation check to point towards where he needs manipulating and says, "All right, team, get in there."
So you're digging around under the trees trying to find some explanation for how these remain here growing, where they came from.
And here you go.
It seems like, I mean, underneath them you don't necessarily find anything. You've gone through a couple trees, no evidence of rituals
Nothing
or
here.
sacrifices or anything. But you're looking, you're digging at the roots, and then in front of you out steps a foot with some leaves growing off of it, and then out of the tree shifts a whole like female form, hair of leaves, steps
I
out.
told you it was fey bullshit.
Hey, what are you calling bullshit?
I think I see a foot. Oh, it's attached to a leg. Oh, it's
so
attached to a
sorry.
thing.
Let's replace the soil. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to disturb you.
These are my trees you're messing with. What are you doing here? It's been so long.
So sorry.
Well, you didn't hurt anything. I heard the conversation. You were looking out for the roots and everything. What brings you this way? You're not with those white-haired individuals, are you?
What white-haired individuals? So no.
Don't
I
look
guess
at
not.
me.
I guess you're not. Huh. Oh no, they've
Are
been
you
around.
a dryad?
That's me, yes. Hathawin, you can call me.
Oh,
Pleasure
how
to
rude
meet
of
you.
us. I am Dimitri.
Hello, Dimitri. You kind of tickling me
Nice to
there.
Flight just kind of he's not standoffish, but he seems a little befuddled that a dryad is here of all places.
Dimitri lets go of her foot.
Oh, thanks. I mean, if you wanted to keep rubbing it, that's fine with me. It's been a while since I've gotten a foot massage.
The texture of your foot was very pleasing, so maybe I'll take you up on that.
Oh,
Like
come
cocks an
on
eyebrow
now.
in Dimitri's direction.
Dimitri. Oh, wow, making a good impression. Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, maybe you can hang around with me. I mean, no one wants to stay around and chat. I'm just down here all on my lonesome, and
How long have you been here?
oh, I've lost count. Hundreds of years.
Were you here when the tower fell?
Oh, you know of that? Yeah, the whole
I've
city
had
fell.
visions of it. Were you part of the city before?
Yeah, I was. I was here to protect the trees and keep the garden growing.
And that's what you're doing still now?
What else am I gonna do? I'm bound to the area.
Fair
Is
enough.
there a
These are
way
probably
to
the only trees that are anywhere nearby, huh?
What?
These are probably the only trees that are anywhere nearby, eh?
Oh yeah, these are probably the last of their kind.
Is
there-
that what keeps you here?
The trees themselves? No. It's just the wizards of the city had bound me to it.
Is there a
I
way
work
to
for the trees.
safely move you in the trees?
Not that I've found.
What if we were to grow some of these trees outside of this cave? Would you be able to inhabit those trees as well?
I'm not sure how much
Yeah.
luck you'd have at growing these outside the cave.
Why?
Well, they're enchanted.
In
What
what
do they
manner?
do?
Well, I mean, they grow this special fruit. They're magically delicious.
Oh,
Magically, anything
Are
else?
they? Do they have a name? Are they Fruit Loops?
No, no, they're called purple pears.
Okay, so I named it correctly.
What do
You
they
did.
do?
Oh, they have all sorts of. I mean, I think it depends on when you bite into them, or actually when you pluck them off. It's a
So it's fey
whole
magic
array of
then.
things. Of course.
So if we were to have picked one, say, 5 minutes ago, what would eating one do?
Well, I can't. You'll have to. I mean, a number of different things.
to find out, yeah. Dimitri takes one out of the bag and
So it's wild magic in a pear.
Maybe. I
Dimitri
mean,
takes
they're
one
more
out of the bag.
charms. Dimitri has a pair. What's Dimitri doing?
Yeah, he holds one up. Like he opens his bag, offering one to anyone who wants to take one. And he takes one and says, "Well, may as well find out." But before he takes a bite, I want to do an insight check just to see what Scoops' instincts are telling him about this person and whether we should trust her or not.
I mean, as far as you can tell, I mean, she seems to be shooting straight as far as what these pairs do. Doesn't seem like she's hiding any kind of harm per se.
So he holds up the pear to get one last look at her eyes before he takes a bite, and then he feels like he can trust her, so he takes a bite. Find out.
Okay, great.
What does it taste like,
Hmm.
Alex?
Well, it
Magically
tastes
delicious.
like a number of different. Yeah, it tastes like Fruit Loops. You know, the magically delicious part is directly from the fucking the module. But yeah, no, they taste like Fruit Loops mixed with actual fruit, a bunch of different berries all mixed together. The flavors warp around as you chew on it.
Oh, there are tiny marshmallows in it.
There's yeah, you get it's like a pomegranate.
Lucky
It's just a
Charms.
bunch of marshmallows,
This is delicious.
and you know you get the sense like your mind starts to wobble in a sense, and you start to like see through your own hands, or you can imagine yourself seeing through your hands. Everyone else still sees you completely there.
Man, these are loopy fruits.
So he just looks like he's tripping balls then.
I mean, he's still coherent, but yeah, I mean, he
I'm
just gets this
definitely putting my
sense he
hand up
gets
in
filled
front of
with
my
energy.
So I offer up to the dryad some of my I give her a bag of my spores that are also kind of loopy. And I say a gift for you for the gift that we have prematurely taken.
Oh, well, that is so kind of you. Thank you. Oh, wow. You grew these yourself?
Yes, of my own flesh.
Whoa.
That sounds creepier now that I say it out loud, but I
No,
swear
I
it's
get it.
harmless.
I get it. No, it's fine. I mean, other non-natural beings probably wouldn't get it, but no, I get it. You grew this of you.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Hopefully I'm not super
I don't know if they'll
lonely
grow
anymore,
here, but
next time I got a night to myself, I might just take some of these and relax.
yeah, you might be able to grow some here too. I don't know how your magic works, but leave
Maybe.
a little of myself behind here. Ideally, on an out of character level, I'm kind of hoping that her magic will influence them to become kind of like Myconids, you know?
That's cool.
so that she'll have company. You know?
Little Brie clones.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like
Little-
little
little-
Brie clones. Like, isn't that an actual monster, or is that just a nad pod thing? You know what I'm talking
A
about.
myconid?
Myconids are in
Yeah.
the.
Oh yeah, they're actually things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking specifically of those like really tiny ones that are in the first NADPOD arc.
It could have been flavored as anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Mechanically, it could
Anyways,
have
yeah,
been.
I'm hoping that she'll have friends is my end goal here on an out of character level, so that the DM
Okay.
understands.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dope.
I think it's a
hello,
shame
little
that
buddies.
I'll help her plant. I'll take a little bit of time if no one protests and help her plant them
Flight
and
won't protest,
infuse
but he
some
does
of
have a
my
question.
nature magic into them after we're done talking.
Okay.
Flight does have a question.
What's that?
When was the last time that you had somebody else pass through here?
Oh, that was. I mean, we had the
that
white-haired
didn't
group.
live in the cave.
Those
White-haired?
old. They must have been so old to have such white hair. I don't know how long they're gonna make it, but they passed through here. They came up from that tunnel you guys were just wandering around in. They headed kind of southwest. Haven't seen him in maybe a day.
Oh, so
Somebody
they
came in
weren't
here
here very long
yesterday.
ago.
And then those Cyclops
Which-
came up after them. So you better be quiet. I haven't seen them leave.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that they came into the cave because we opened the cave. So they presumably were already here, just moved through this room within the last day. I would say that that's what that points to. I don't think there's people who have come in from the outside. I think
Could
whoever's
be.
in this cave began in this cave.
Below.
Definitely not from the surface level, that's for sure.
Hmm.
That's true.
There could be other places they've come in from.
What color were their
Very
skin?
true.
It was very, very dark, almost pitch black.
Can I?
Drow.
Yeah. What can Steven roll to see if I can put two and two together?
Yeah, Flight's gonna do that too.
Like a nature, maybe.
All right. The white hair and the coming from underground thing.
19.
Great call. Very logical.
19 for Flight. Dr. Lazarus, were you doing it too? Okay. At the very least, yeah. I mean, Flight and Dr. Lazarus talk to each other and are trying to figure out, is this what you think it might be? And yeah, Flight confirms that this sounds very much like Drow. And I mean, with what the Dryad was saying about coming from somewhere else, not the surface, that adds up as well.
Now that we're aware of other people's presence, if we haven't already muddied the floor, metaphorically muddied the floor already, can I look for prints? Because it's not like any wind or snow would cover it up.
What?
And
What were you saying, Dr.
survival check
Lazarus?
to Look for.
oh, let Ample finish first.
Okay, yeah. So I guess Ample, give me an investigation then. Or you're looking for prints? Is that a survival more?
I want to look for the direction they may have walked through this space.
The Dryad told us they went this way.
No, the
He said
Dryad
southwest. So
said
actually,
that they
this
came
way.
from that
They-
way and went southwest.
They came from
so
down here. Okay,
They
then
went
they
southwest, so over here.
Gotcha.
Well, they've been
Okay,
back
then,
and
then don't
forth.
worry. We've already been given that information.
Real quick. So you came from the city.
Me? Yeah, I grew up there.
How much of it do you remember?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, time has its toll on the mind, but what are you interested in?
I hate to ask this, but do you remember the day it fell?
Yeah. How could I forget?
There-
Everyone
there
was
is-
so scared.
There was a piece of that city, and I used minor illusion to make the star what's it? Goddamn.
The Summer Star.
Yeah, the summer star.
Yeah.
Like the version of it.
Mm.
A device that looks similar to this. Do you remember at all where it might have broken off?
Oh, the Mythalar. No, I don't think that broke off at all. I mean, it's it's at the center of the city. It's way bigger than that, but I mean, I was bound here, so I don't know a lot more, but I mean, rumor has it that something it failed. That's what powers the whole city's magic. That's what keeps it in the
So-
air.
You think that this device failed and it dropped the city from the sky?
I mean, what I know is that powered our ability to
The
float
flight
in
of
the
the city.
sky.
Yeah, and we kind of already
didn't
knew
see it
that from my
yourself.
vision as well. Was that
Mm,
something happened to it? Um,
It is good that we have an engineer here.
yeah. So it was at the center of the city. Would that have dropped near here in this cave system, do you think? Or would that be somewhere else?
probably nearby. I mean, all of this is from the city. I mean, this part, the garden
So
broke off
that's
as
why
we
we're
fell.
here.
Can I take my map, like the tunnel that's like right near us? Can I
Uh-huh.
take my map and look around where we are, kind of trying to figure out where? I don't think I have a compass. Where's north? Any of you know that?
Um,
This cave has turned me around.
yeah, I mean, does everybody want to give a survival, and
I missed the
I will
question
give a
because my internet
survival.
blooped.
which way
What
is
was the
north?
question?
I think he's looking.
Oh,
That's a 6. Nah.
18?
I think Bree's pretty good. Bree can point north. It's literally north on this map, but yeah, she can confirm that that's northward, and that tunnel kind of heads southeast.
Is there anything on my map that tunnels that way? I think what's on that map so far is that place where the professor is. That's marked on there.
We're
Where the
far
professor
to the east
is?
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Professor Orb.
I
That's
just realized that
way far to the east to the west of us.
Because
Actually.
this seems like a really long tunnel, right? That's why it goes off the screen.
Right.
My brain kind of goes, "This is a long tunnel." Looking the little bit we did walk down it, we're like, "Holy shit, this is a tunnel."
It's very
Right.
long, and the
If we're on
echoes
the-
started to warp differently than the rest of the cave system.
Yeah, but the place where the Professor Orb is, that's like on the other side of the country at this point.
Yeah, where is? I mean, I don't know if we officially. Where do you guys think that is?
Well, that's off the coast of the Sea of Moving Ice, right?
Not exactly.
That's where the island is, right?
Oh, that's
Island where
well
the
the
Professor
okay.
is?
That's where the island broke off from. Like it's the spot where Grom and Gorn was looking out at the sea, but it broke
Mhm.
off, and now that island is out in the middle of the Sea of Moving Ice. So
Where
it's
are we right now? Just so
Huh?
I know. Like, where are we right now? To
We're
the
really
map?
far east.
We
You're
are
the other
we are at the
land?
Reghead Glacier, which is on the other
Yeah.
side of
up
the country.
northeast. Yeah.
You're northeast, so you're within the glacier. So you're kind of far away from the
The Sea of Moving Ice is to the west.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I got a little bit turned around.
Yeah,
Mm.
northwest. Yeah.
God damn, we've traveled. That spaceship fucks you up.
Yeah, I know. You can
It
get
really does.
places so quick.
Spaceship fucks you up, man.
Is that what you've called it, a spaceship?
we know
Astral ship? What do you call it? What's the word for space in
What is space?
fantasy world? I'm pretty sure it's the astral sea. I'm pretty sure the
Just
astral
fucking
sea
with
is
you.
supposed to be
Yeah, the
space.
Astral Sea,
Yeah.
the Astral Plane, yeah.
that might be right there.
But yeah, so if the summer star was at the center, if the what did he call it? The
Mythalar.
the Mythalar is at the center, then that means we need to travel north or south.
I'm not sure I understand the question. You want to go to the
If
city?
yes, we want to go to where the Mythalar is, if possible.
Well,
We think it might be able to save everyone.
I think we need to forget about the Mythalar for now and track down these unknown people. If they get to the Demon Lord before us and release them, that's just another problem on our shoulders. But if we can stop them, or stop
Ye-
potentially the demon from getting out,
Yeah,
then
but we
we
should
will be. Uh, we
still
can
get the
deal with the
information from her
Mythalar
while we
later.
can. Yeah.
Look,
See,
I'll tell you
it
what.
seems it could well be that the Drow are after the same thing that we are.
I've been
All the more reason to find them.
trapped here since the fall, and like I said, I'm stuck. I can't leave. I'm bound to this grove, so I'm not exactly sure where anything landed. I mean, the whole city broke apart. I will say though that what do you call them, drow? That group of white-haired individuals were carrying items out of the tunnel that you're standing in front of right now. I wonder if maybe the city is that way, although there's pieces of the city all over the place.
Hmm.
That was my inclination, city that way.
Yeah, I agree.
If the main part of the city is down this tunnel, and the drow went down this tunnel, we have two choices in front of us. What does everyone want to do?
The Drow could have been here for any amount of time. They're native to the Underdark, so they could
Very
have come
true.
up here from below. Which means if they've been here for a while, they've probably gathered a number of materials from the city.
What if they have
Yes.
what we want already?
But
It's too large.
I'm sorry, what did the Dryad say her name
They
was?
wouldn't have been able to move it, I don't think.
Hathawin.
Hatha?
Hathawin.
Hathawin, you said that was the first time you'd ever seen them? Or have they been here for a while?
I mean, they've been here for maybe less than a 10-day. They've passed through the grove a couple times, but last time I noticed they were coming out of that tunnel and down towards
So
the other one.
The first time
I
you saw them
think
was about a 10-day ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
so they wouldn't have been able to move the Mythalar.
Mm-mm.
So I think they're a group that we definitely need to keep an eye out for. I'm not necessarily sure we need to go chasing after them, especially if they're going back to the Underdark or somewhere close to it. I'm not really sure I want to mess with that, but I'll go with whatever the group decides.
I say let them live. I don't think they're trying to raise a lord. Especially if they're
No.
leaving with archaeological things. I think they're more thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Dimitri, if
That
you think
depends.
differently, it's not like
I think there are too many unanswered questions to speculate. I think we need to get eyes on these people and find out why they are taking stuff and what their purpose is. I don't think we need to necessarily engage with them, but we need more information.
we could
Yeah,
also
so
look
if
up
we go
measures.
towards the city, we'll probably kill two birds with one stone with that. We just need to keep an eye out for them.
Well, I thought
Because they'll probably come back.
As far as we're aware, they're already down the other tunnel. So if
Yeah,
we
but they'll probably
suspect
come
we'll run
back.
into them, they will come in from behind us. That is dangerous.
We could also
we'll know they're coming. There's a difference there.
What are you saying, Doctor?
Very true.
They've also scouted the city. Maybe if we assume they're friendly, they're thieves. No need to assume they're hostile immediately.
They're
Also
Hell,
true.
they're
Dave
also
is a
I agree with that.
Drow.
Dave is a Durga.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just
the
saying.
Duergar weren't entirely friendly.
I
when
mean,
we
you
first
also
found them.
tortured him into submission,
I
so
did do
There's
that.
that.
Steven smiles while he says that. I did. It
Yeah.
was. He's still my friend.
I don't think we necessarily need to assume that they're hostile, but they're also from the Underdark lately, so I think we need to be cautious. I don't think we need to go after them. We just need to keep our guard
I
up.
really don't want to draw attention on 10 Downs right now. That would be a bad thing.
Fair enough.
So let's head towards the city with a strong eye on our back.
Quite.
Is
Or
there
down
anything
this
that you'd
tunnel.
warn us of? I direct that question towards
Hathawin.
Sidra. Yeah.
Who, me? Oh, huh. Well, I mean, there's a lot of dangerous stuff in that city. There's a lot of powerful things. I mean, there's There's a number of magical spells come to life, taking a life of their own. I know there's a number of giant floating hands around. Of course, Iriel Larthus is no one to fuck with.
He's here.
Oh yeah, he's the leader of the city. He's lost his body, but
Is
Oh,
he
boy.
encased in a giant block of ice?
If he's the ruler of the city, likely not.
No.
So he
I
might
haven't
be
seen
one of
him,
those
but
ghosty goos floating around.
a ghosty ghoul?
Interesting. Oh,
Oh, we met a ghost upstairs.
yeah,
Indeed.
like
I'm
just
still
upstairs.
feeling that
Your-
thing
your
breathing down my
neighbor.
neck, right?
Actually, that stopped when you left that little cavern back into the grove area.
So
I mean, this
I only
probably-
felt it
this-
in here.
Entire space is probably haunted as heck.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was in their flight. Yeah.
So it was just in there, and I was the only one who felt it.
Yes.
Okay.
Could also be because your passive perception is like so freaking high.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take the back of the line. I will keep a watch on our back.
Is he still feeling high as fuck right now? Does he look like he's tripping balls?
No, he looks coherent, but he just feels full of
Okay.
energy, like he has a
Like full of
new
magical
ability.
energy?
Yeah.
Oh.
If anything, seeing through my skin while I'm trying to be a lookout is a good thing.
Bree looks mighty
My
tempted
hand.
to take a bite of a pear.
Yeah, feel free if you would like.
Yeah, I would encourage it.
Bree plucks another pear, and she smiles at the dryad. What's her name again? Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Hathaway.
And Hathaway.
Hathaway. And Bree smiles at her and takes a bite of the pear.
Oh, a fresh one?
Yeah, fresh one.
Okay.
Oh, do you need to roll again?
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, you feel invigorated, almost like you have temporary hit points, but just like not. Like those hit points are held away, but could like flow into you at any moment.
It's too bad that temp HP doesn't stack, and I have an ability that gives me temp HP.
It's similar to temp HP, but it's not exactly that.
Okay, cool. If no one else minds, I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes helping her plant. I would get Flight's help as well to try and thaw out the ground a little bit to help plant some of my mushroom spores.
I think I'm lagging a lot.
Since neither of them died, while they're planting things, Steven's gonna cut off a chunk of pear and eat it.
Okay.
Ooh, we should pick some more pears, maybe. As long as we're
None
not
of you
damaging the
died.
trees.
None of you died, so.
Of what it was actually doing. Could I get that again?
Well, it's hard for you to know. Like, I guess I'm having trouble drawing a line between what is immediately clear to you guys after eating it. I am sending the people who have eaten them details about the thing.
Yeah, I'm putting it into my notes.
So
I
yeah,
think you
so
can be
Flight,
just
you can
as
just
fake as-
you just see each person who's eaten a pear just like become overcome with just some sort of extra sense that they're getting used to.
Like, this is delicious.
But we're not entirely
Oh no,
sure
what did you
what
get?
that is yet.
Oh no, I'm worried about what Tom got. I'm excited and worried at the same time.
Hey, Flight's
from what he
actually-
posted?
No, he just from his sudden laughter.
Oh.
If Flight's actually going to walk back over to this, if you're saying that they're getting used to a strange sense, Flight's actually going to walk over here, and he's going to take a bite, and he's actually going to eat one of the pears. So I'm going to write one of those out of my inventory.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yep. So he's gonna eat one of the pair, like all of one of the pairs.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one of those.
This
gone.
is like a plasmid. This is what it feels like Bioshock. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, and he's after eating it, he's going to. So I'm still getting like that strange. Is it like euphoric or is it just kind of like?
Yeah,
I'm just
I
getting,
mean,
like, an
for
extra
you,
sense.
it's euphoric. You almost seem to have like an added sense of camaraderie. Not necessarily that, just like almost like a telepathic feeling overcomes you. Like you have
A
access to
telepathic feeling.
the other people's
You can
minds in a
feel our
way.
brain, yeah. You can feel our minds around you. That's cool.
And I messaged
So
you.
it's like so. Wait, you messaged me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like Steven has like every now and then you can see like a sparkle of electricity run across like one finger. Can
Oh
do
yeah, I
that?
didn't describe what yours. Yeah, you almost feel
Oh,
feel like you
okay.
stuck your finger into a socket, but it feels good.
Yeah, your description for
Oh.
mine makes sense now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Dimitri will brush past the dock and get like a spark of static electricity. We're like, oof, oof. Oh,
So now
my-
was
there's
I the
sparks
only one to
flying
eat one
between
of the
us.
pairs whole?
It technically
Everybody else
doesn't
just
make
took a bite,
difference.
right? Oh, okay. Okay, in that case, so I'm not getting. So I'll step back into here for just a second. Do I get that? Do I get that same sense again?
Yeah, it's present in all three of those chambers over there.
But I don't get anything else.
Nope, just the hot breath blowing on the back of your neck, mixed with the cold air that flows through these caverns.
Doctor, how far is the radius of the summer star?
3 miles.
No,
3 miles.
I think it's 5 or 8.
yeah, it was.
Either way, that's too far. I was wondering if we could use it to thaw this specific room without it extending past and potentially thawing out the demon. But if it goes that far, it'll probably do both at the same time, which is not what I want. So I won't suggest it.
Then we'd probably drown.
Very true.
Anyway, so with that,
But this is cool.
Flight's gonna take one of the pairs to replace the one that he ate. So.
Okay.
Yep, and then he'll follow to wherever we're going next.
5 miles.
And we
Okay,
decided
5
we were
mile radius.
going to.
We're going to
down
where
this
she said the
tunnel,
city
right?
was.
Yeah.
Cannon on shoulder. Pop a cartridge in the cannon.
Yeah, I'll follow it back. So we spent some time planting spores before we went. And I'll say goodbye to her and be like, hopefully we're
thank
back.
you. Oh, these
We'll try
little
to come
kids are
visit.
gonna.
See you soon.
See. Oh, well. Wait, you guys are leaving already?
No, I'll try to come visit.
Well,
I know you're here now.
That's. I mean, but. I
I've
don't know.
left you with
We just started to get to know each other.
Well, with any luck, we'll be able to get to know each other more later.
Well,
Yeah,
if
Here,
if you're
she
lucky,
slides
we
one
can
of
get to
the
know more
woven.
right now.
I
What?
slide one of the woven bracelets off of my wrist and I give it to her and I'm like, this is my promise. I will come back and see you again soon.
Okay. Give me a persuasion roll really quick.
Please don't try to
Flight
attack
will,
us. I like you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, Flight's actually
Damn it,
gonna
they're
like
gonna
step
see
up
the
beside her, and
target.
Flight's gonna
Ten.
step up beside her, and he's gonna like hold up his wrist, and he's holding one as well, like he's wearing one as well.
I'll also
So
add some
I'll
words.
do whatever that means, like either assisting her or rolling a persuasion check of my own.
okay,
Yeah.
so that'll help. What were you saying, Ando?
I'd also like to chuck in some roleplay to trigger some advantages, and say, Yes, and my promise, if that's what we're doing, my promise is that we are on a quest to bring back life to this entire region. And if we are able to do that, if we are able to melt all this ice and snow around you, that might give you the best chance to escape from this place. Trust us. We are not walking away from you lightly.
Oh, I'm not.
That's right.
No, I just, I'm just so lonely.
Do I get
Okay,
to roll
so
with advantage?
Bree, roll your second persuasion. You can't technically have double advantage, but I'll lower the AC
Not
a
a
little
double
bit.
advantage?
No.
What the fuck?
No, advantage and disadvantage don't stack. They
Yeah,
cancel each
Yeah.
other out, but they don't stack.
14. Okay.
That's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better, although she reaches out to you and just like touches your shoulder and just says, "Please stay with me forever." So you have to do a wisdom saving throw. She's trying to charm you.
Do
Are
I
the
have
rest of
any
us able to do
advantages
an
against stuff
insight
like
check?
that, or is this a different
I
character?
don't believe so. I don't think you have Fey ancestry.
No, well, no, I don't. But sometimes you get advantages against. No, that's my other character. One
Like
sec.
getting charmed or something.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Okay,
Oh,
I know
dear.
that you just rolled, but I think maybe you ignored the prompt and it rolled you a 20 automatic. I mean, it's up to you.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Well,
did
I'm
it-
seeing.
did
I
it
think if
roll
you don't
four?
respond to the prompt for too long, it just rolls automatically, and it says that you got a 20. But if you want to use the roll that you just rolled, then I'm down for that too.
I mean, I'll roll high or low, and then if I roll high, I get to use the 20, and if I roll low, I get to use the 10. I'll roll on a D100. 50
Okay,
plus.
50-50.
I use a 20. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Feel like that's a fair way to resolve
Come
this.
on, no whammies.
All right. So you get the
71,
20. You're able
baby.
to shake it. She's
Yeah.
trying to reach into your mind to get you to stick around and hang out with
I
her.
say,
but you
I
shouldn't.
grab, she touched me to do that, so I'm gonna grab her hand and I say, that didn't work, but you don't need to do something like that to me to get me to be your friend. That's what the bracelet means, and I can't stay forever, but I will come see you. I don't want you to be lonely. That's why I gave you some of myself, some of my spores,
Okay.
to keep you company while I'm not here.
I'm sorry. I
don't-
was just desperate. I
understand that. I'm not going to let you be
I
lonely
might be
down
too if I
here, but
I might be too if I was spending centuries down in a frozen cave all by myself.
yeah, but if I don't leave right now, there are going to be parentless children that'll have to grow up like this, all lonely, struggling to survive. There's going to be a destruction event on the surface, and I don't want anyone to suffer the same fate that you have had to because you've been alone. But
Okay.
so I need to help them, but if I can survive that, I'm going to come back. I promise.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'll bring you more friends too. We'll come back.
Really?
We'll come back. We'll visit. And
Okay.
as Dimitri said, we'll try to plant. I mean, we know a lot of brilliant magic users on the surface. We'll try to plant some of the seeds from your pears up there so that you can come visit the surface as well.
Oh, I don't have
Ample,
hope for that. But thank you.
ample.
What? Ando? Scoops
Dimitri
Dimitri?
will, yeah, all of them. They'll all collect some of the marshmallow-like seeds from the center of the pear and keep them in a little capsule to preserve them.
Okay.
Yeah, flight will keep the seeds around as well.
Okay. Hell yeah. And
You can count on us. He says as he backs away from her and makes sure she doesn't touch him.
oh, thank you, Dimitri.
She'll give
reaches,
her a hug.
but misses because you've backed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have got to go. He points at his empty wrist. We have to go.
What does
Um,
what does his wrist tell him? Why does his wrist suggest he has to leave?
don't worry, he's
He's
mind.
got
It's
such a
gone. You
Flight kind of
know, mind. It's
Flight
gone.
twirls his finger. Flight kind of twirls his finger, like just outside of his ear a little bit.
ear drilling. I get it. They used to do that for insanity back in the day. Oh no, that was the back of the head.
Flight finger crossbows at her.
No, that's the front of the head.
That is
Finger
it, yeah.
crossbows. I love that.
Finger crossbows. Nice.
Yep.
All right, great.
So, yep, Flight will take point.
All right. Well, and you guys head down this passage towards the city.
Mm-hmm.
At one point while we're walking,
Yeah.
at one point while we're walking, the second Dimitri looks away, I'm gonna touch and turn into Ample and go. Does this ring bells? No. Does this man? Do you recognize this man?
To
You.
Dimitri or
To Dimitri. To Dimitri.
Oh, to Dimitri.
Once you you look away, you turn back, and it's. I've used disguise self to.
Yeah.
Ample it.
The face rings a bell. I think I might have seen them around. Yes. Are they someone I should know?
If you see them again, let me know.
Okay.
And I do
Whatever
the
you
same.
say, Doc.
I do the same thing, and I turn back to myself.
This is dope. This map is awesome.
So yeah, I mean, you guys come out into this opening, this huge cavernous hole in the ice, going on hundreds, probably thousands of feet, north, south, east, and whatever, in all directions away from you.
Like
There's
in
this
diameters, yeah.
Yeah, there's this big ice causeway that kind of leads up to the city. It's all on its side. It's probably like 45 degrees angled. The city looks like this. I'm gonna show you all this way.
God damn.
So it's real broken.
Green and purple lights cast an otherworldly glow upon the frost draping the silent city. Clawing spires, broken domes, and steeples leaning at odd angles surround a huge citadel. At the foot of the causeway, a giant statue lies prone and motionless, its surfaces gleaming with rime. And I gotta go to the bathroom. Let's pause real quick, maybe bio break, and then come right back.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go grab
so
some. I'm gonna go grab some munch.
I get the feeling this place is going to be this grove to the northwest is going to be full of dryads, sexy dryads. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely got a weird foot fetish thing from from that interaction. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
I'm back. Apple, how am I in the understanding of kind of what's going on? Right track?
Yeah, I figured that's I mean, a lot of that I just came up with on the fly, but yeah, what a great reasoning to have his powers become unstable is the same reason the Doc's powers became unstable. I think that works perfectly with what we have in mind.
And you need a way to augmentate yourself.
Yeah, and I'm going to use the fruit ability that I got to foreshadow that as well. I think I've come up with a good way to do that.
Well, this is going to be an exciting part, Alex.
You excited? I know you've made it to this humongous city.
I've been waiting to find this object for so long now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and me
I've been
both.
looking for this fucking star. Well, what? How do I say it again?
Mythalar.
The
Mythalar.
Mythalar.
It sounds like a tire company.
Michelin.
What am I thinking of?
Michelin.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've been waiting to find this city for a while as well. I'm pretty freaking excited.
That's good.
Doc, hypothetically, Doc, if we found something in this city that resembled a surgical theater, would you be ready with your description? Would you be ready to help me out?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm quick on my feet.
Heck yeah. Scoops will have a personal goal in this city to look for somewhere that could potentially help him with his concerns about his body and health.
What is it that you're... Well, you can. I guess you can keep it. It's not what I think. It must be something else.
It's what I already spoke to you about for the level up, but this is just going to be some foreshadowy flavor for that.
I see. Okay.
I recruited Tom to help me out.
And of course I said yes.
Of course. What is this? Did someone already walk up to the edge? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just the Lion Kinging up on the edge there.
Oh, the game's paused.
Yeah. Oh, here. I guess I'll let you move. That's fine.
Yeah. Boop. Wow. This is such a cool map.
Yeah.
There's so much to explore. I feel like we could do an entire campaign right here.
I know, right?
Pretty much.
Well, it's gonna be fun. It's just like so much though. It opened up a whole sandbox that now I've got to be ready for. But yeah, no, there's tons of stuff here. Feel free to explore as you see fit.
There are more trees to the north, but I think if we go there, not only could we find more good fruit, but we could get trapped there by more dryads who seem to be able to affect people's minds. So
Yes.
I think we should avoid that place unless we need power.
Before we continue, I don't think Flight is back yet. Just he's muted, which is unusual.
I will speak out of character then, so he doesn't miss
Yeah.
anything. Andrew thinks we should avoid the grove.
Yeah, I
until we need
also
healing
noticed the
or
trees,
power.
and Bree is definitely curious about them, but yeah, that's probably a wise idea. Yeah, we need to be cautious. We don't know what we're gonna encounter in here.
I am curious about this fantasy football stadium right near us, though. Spend the second half of the session playing
Almost
football
looks
with
like
ghosts.
power generation.
Electric football.
Oh dear. Um,
Oh, but that'll pop up there. Oh shit! You know what? Since we're sitting here, you guys level up for making it here.
Oh,
oh,
whoa.
hey, cool. I thought we only leveled up when once we left the.
I mean, essentially,
That
this
changes
is what I
things.
meant by that. But yeah, it's when you make it through that cave system and you make it to the Lost City, you gain a level.
Cool.
Then I would specifically ask then, as the player, to let the Doc and I find a ancient, crumbling yet serviceable surgical theater or something similar.
Okay. For the level up.
Medical
Okay, yeah, so
facility.
you guys know that you can level up, but you want to find a place to rest to do so.
The flavor at least.
Mhm.
I'll get the HP and junk. I just won't activate any of the abilities until we have role played it out.
Sorry, what happened?
We
I
You
had
leveled
guys
to-
up.
get to level up.
Oh, so but we're waiting till we long rest, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
and I mean, essentially, Scoops wants to find a surgical place to be able to rest in.
Yeah. I now went from I'll look out for one to can we have one?
Maybe we can make it get worse though. Steven
Mm.
does have I have put in that Steven has that little the blood there's that blood pocket dimension, right? I have that the ability to pull any tools I need out in a way. It's my
Yeah. Oh, right tool for the job.
Yep, it's my right tool for the job ability.
Oh hell yeah!
So in a way, we could
Any
make that
building could be good enough. Yeah.
Heck yeah. We'll find one that's relatively clean and usable.
You were thinking like internal, correct?
Yes. My imagining would be that it
I return. I
turns
return.
out kind of
Hello.
oratorily.
We level up.
We
But
do.
you-
Yeah.
Yes, we
I know
level
it
up.
seems quick, but you guys pushed through the caves pretty quickly.
Fuck yeah.
pretty quickly. Okay.
Well, I know it was a
Right.
couple sessions, but like compared to how often we level
Okay,
up.
I'm gonna live dangerously, and I'm going to roll a d8 for my health.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Mm.
Okay, so are we leveling up right now, or are we waiting until after session?
I
I'm doing it
guess
on
it's up
D&D
to you
Beyond right now.
guys.
I haven't
Okay,
changed
I'll
anything.
level
Oh,
up
wow.
right now then.
Yes.
Full 8.
Heck yeah!
I think
Nice.
Blake got something he wanted.
Yeah.
I did
I'm
too.
gonna roll for $1 million.
Well, I guess if you
It's
guys
only a
want to
7.
look at the level up, I just won't run the update until it's time.
The only thing I get from level 9 is an increase to my health, and I also get the ability to move across vertical surfaces and across water.
Heck yeah.
I get a 5th
So
level
useful.
spell.
I get
So essentially,
fireball.
my climbing speed is now the same as my walking speed.
I still
Like
have
a
a 4 hit
gas.
AC.
Oh shit! Hold on, really quick, guys.
What happened?
He's going.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I should do that. I should do that from my phone so I don't overload my computer.
Oh, the level up. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, my D&D Beyond is
Oh,
ready to
so
go.
good.
Uh,
I can
Yeah.
get 59 health from that because of my con modifier.
oh, sexy.
Ooh, that reminds me. I did give you the offhand crossbow,
Awesome. Thank you.
but I need to mark it.
Oh, I get Cloud Kill and Contagion at this level for my always prepared spells.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Good.
What happened?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, this means that with my temporary HP, I now have 69 health.
Ooh,
Of course.
Mass Cure Wounds, though. Ooh. There's so many spells to choose from.
So as we're all standing over the city, looking down upon it, I think Dimitri goes down onto a knee, and you see the kind of body underneath the clothes he's wearing start kind of shifting a little bit uncontrollably, and like maybe like you see one of his hands as it's like spread out on the snow, trying to get his breath, trying to get in control of himself. You see like a second hand come up from the hand on the ground and like slide back down like into his clothes, and you just see his body becoming uncontrolled for a few seconds before it settles down, and he kind of stands up and brushes off his knees and is just happy to be there again. Okay, so where do we go from here?
So I will say that you guys have approached the edge of the city, and on the edge of this causeway is that like huge statue of something fallen down. It's holding a big hammer in its hand, but it's fallen down on its side.
Could we identify what or who that might be?
You get closer, and like it doesn't have a head. And it's got a giant mouth on its stomach.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Looks like that.
I think
But
I'm
it's
gonna
on
take.
its side.
I'm gonna prepare Commune with Nature.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it. If that's okay. Are we leveling up now or later? Technically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's hard to touch on because I know that Scoops wants to get something done during this, although I don't know because I would want you to like venture out and look for a building. It may not be too long before you find one that would work.
Even if we level up mechanically now, I won't like flavor him as leveled up until we do that scene, but everyone else can get their abilities. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my choice for my character. Yeah.
Okay. So is everybody updated then on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yep.
Can I flavor something added to Steven's wrist thing? Just pulls out of his bag and just attaches a little bit of canister of gasoline on.
Okay. Yeah.
I got Fireball. So I've been having that. This is a project Steven's been working. That we've entered a place where Steven's like in danger, locked on rest.
All right. Hang on. Entangle, cure wounds, jump, ice knife. Just making sure that Freeze list is the same.
Oh wait, I think I might get another one of my elemental disciplines. I just need to go look at the actual.
Oh shit! I gotta
last
change
thing.
one thing. I do have
I
to
need
change one
to-
thing, Alex.
Oh, no worries. I'm still working on Bree's right now. So,
Uh.
Bree, you had Moonbeam prepared on the sheet in Foundry. Is that what you prefer?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Blind this deafness, gentle repose, that's already there. All lightning conjure animals.
And now I get 36 temp HP.
No, I don't learn another one until 9th level. Or
And-
until 11th level.
I don't know if it's something that shows automatically, Alex. I'm changing one of my fusions to the repeating one. The repeating shot.
Okay. Yeah, I think it should import everything you set.
Do I get an... damn it. I don't get another infusion yet.
Do you have temp HP right now, Bree?
No, not at the moment, but I will once I wild shape into my symbiotic entity form.
Alright, so Bree should be fixed. Light was ready to be updated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh no.
So while we're waiting, you guys want to hear the high reason? So this morning I hit myself with the mouth in the eating cereal. I hit myself in the tooth.
Oh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then, while on break, I made myself a peanut butter wrap.
Mm-hmm.
While eating peanut butter wrap and being high, I thought my tooth felt funny all of a sudden because peanut butter on tooth. I thought my tooth was broken. And so I was
Oh,
like, "Shit!
no.
I gotta go see what the fuck happened. It's not broken."
Oh, I'm fucked.
Oh, we also get a bonus. We also get our proficiency bonuses changed to a +4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So your tooth wasn't broken and it's still there?
Still there.
Heck yeah.
I can take pretty good care of my teeth. I lost the I'm one tooth. I'm missing 2 teeth because one a dentist crown, and the other one they put a crown on it because I had it was a molar with a bad cavity, and the crown exploded, and it took out half the tooth. Yeah, it was bad.
Ooh.
Well,
Wow. I hope
So
you go to
I
a
have-
different dentist now.
I do.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, I don't see that. Well, there was one of the not orthopedics. It wasn't braces. Well, people who I needed a root on that tooth.
Orthodontist?
Yeah. And it just the whole crown exploded. It was bad.
Ugh.
wow, yeah. It another gross tooth story, because why not? My wisdom teeth at the back got a cavity in it and basically hollowed out from the inside. And one day while I was at work, working with portioning out some corn chips, I was just eating some corn chips, while portioning them out, snacking, bit down on a corn chip. It felt crunchier than I had ever felt a corn chip before, and I
Oh,
was
no.
chewing on the pieces of my own tooth
Oh
that
no.
had broken apart from this corn chip.
Oh.
Oh, that's a
No.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, man. These
Nightmare
are feeling
fuel.
like really great, tooth fairy stories for when I eventually run my campaign.
I have
Tooth devil.
I had a recurring nightmare for a long time of the bottom row of my teeth falling out, and I
Yeah.
was ensured that it was going to happen because of it.
Wow.
Teeth thing freaked
Oh.
me out. Teeth thing are terrifying.
What did you just put on there, Alex?
It's the statue. It's just the statue of the thing.
Sure, just the statue that has a token that can move around.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not
and
moving. I
doesn't
told
look
you.
like
It's a
supposed to have a
It's
head.
not moving now.
just a statue. It's on its side. There's nothing to worry
We have
So,
about.
I
mechanically
am
leveled
going
up,
to-
right, Alex?
What?
Is it?
We have mechanically leveled up.
You have mechanically leveled up.
Kill it with
everything-
fire.
So,
Gotcha.
no, wait, 1 second. 1 second. I need to fix my spells and stuff because it updated with my thing.
Wait, no,
you know,
I
I'm
should've
just gonna
fixed them.
long rest. Yeah, but they're taking up my spell slots. I'm just gonna long rest real quick just so that I don't
Oh.
have to go through and like manually do everything.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
would-
I am going to use my new spell, Commune with Nature, if that's cool. Which is my new 5th level spell. Why? Oh,
Does
yeah,
that have
okay.
a casting? Like, I think that has a longer casting time.
Does it? I didn't look
I
at
think
it.
so.
1 minute.
My
Oh, that's the
No, it's just
length.
1 minute.
Oh, it's a minute. Okay, so it's not an action. It takes a minute to cast it.
Yeah,
Target range,
which is
spell.
not that bad. But before we go in there, it'll tell us within 300 feet. I will instantly gain the knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. Terrain embodies water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influences from other planes of existence, and buildings. So which 3 would you like? I would vote for powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead as
That's
one of them.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try peoples, because there might be more than just the drow here.
Plants, minerals, animals, or peoples for sure, and then maybe influences from other planes of existence if there is in fact a devil here.
That could work.
I'd say
Okay.
yeah,
Buildings one also
go for the
sounded
powerful
pretty good.
like arched fiends or whatever.
Your
Yeah.
face, Alex.
That's what I'm going to do.
Like, normally I have time to look stuff up in between things, but this is just like, lore dump! This is the spell of lore dump!
This is in fact the spell of lore dump, and that's why I took it. Also because it didn't have any material components, so I didn't have to like I had to choose a spell without material components, right? So that I could use it right away.
Yeah.
I love the idea that this is the prophecy, influencing our
Yeah,
group,
I do
you know what I mean?
already have that, so this can kind of be flavor-wise, that's a good idea, like an extension of that. Like I go into like a sudden trance or something like that. My eyes roll back.
Yes.
There's
Love
just
that.
so many locations to double
Ping,
check
ping,
about
ping,
all of
ping,
this
ping,
stuff.
ping,
Oh my lord. Okay, so just to clarify here,
Sorry, Alex.
no, it's
The doc and I can do
great.
our scene while you're reading junk.
So it happens instantaneously and it lasts for 1 minute, but you know everything 3 miles away, so that's
No,
pretty much the
300
whole
feet
city.
within
300 feet.
no,
300 feet.
in caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet.
Ah,
That's good.
okay.
Yeah.
Did I
How far
set
is
this
300?
So I
distance
might even
correctly?
wait to. Should I do that right here, or should I wait until I get to?
That would cover.
Actually,
pretty
that
much
covers
every
most of the
city.
city
thing.
anyways.
Yeah,
So I'll
but I
just do
think
it
the
right
size
here.
is wrong. Hang on, let me.
Okay.
Is it? No. I'm looking at the meter down here, and it's lined up correctly. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
the actual
4,
meter
5,
of the
6,
size
7,
of.
8, 9, 10. Yeah. So with. Oh wait, no. That's actually 50 feet. Like this
We
bit
could
right
move
here.
into the center more.
Yeah, that's actually only 50 feet.
Okay, so each square should be 10, and then it'll be accurate, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let me edit
So
that.
it's 30
So we'll
feet.
get about half the city.
Oh, I see.
Oh, only half. Wow, great.
So as long as I get the building that has the summer star in it, I'm happy.
That's what that looks like. I'm guessing it's that big glowing sun-like
Yes.
thing at the center
Hmm.
there.
Okay, so 300 feet ends at this tower right here.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait then until we
Yeah, move
move in a bit. But I will use my detect magic on that creepy ass statue before we get in, because I keep forgetting I get a once per day cast of that as a furbolg.
Okay.
I will give
Okay, so
myself
you
that
guys
spell slot
approach
back.
this creepy ass statue. It's humongous. Its surface gleaming with rime. Okay, so what are you doing on it? You're
I'm
detecting
using
magic?
I'm using my furbolg
Uh,
magic to do my detect magic.
Okay.
Once per short rest, actually, so I even get it if we.
Oh, neat.
It looks
Yeah.
like there's no magic currently on it, but it looks like it's less of a statue and more of just something that's been killed. It's got It's got short sword wounds on it, and a bit of
I mean, do you want us to roll an investigation check?
yeah.
I think he's
sure.
just
Go
reading.
ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm just flipping through all this different stuff. I'm trying to compare who did this and how.
Can
Out of
you
1 or 5 rather.
What, Tom?
at one point, is there a way to turn on the torch? The light spell I have, because I'm blind.
I think you can do that from your
too.
token if you right click on it.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you see some slash marks on it, although it is purely stone right now.
Great, but I'm not getting a necromantic energy off of it or anything.
No.
Okay.
It appears
Maybe it's
dead
just
as far as you can
petrified.
tell.
It's
It
like the
appears
petrified
truly
corpse of
dead.
something.
What flight?
Yeah.
It just looks like the petrified corpse of something.
Yes.
Cool. Gonna leave it alone for now then. I don't want to mess with it.
Yep. Don't try to fix what isn't broken.
So is this like a sheet of ice here? Is this does it like hang over this port of the city, or is it like connected to it?
It's connected to it. It's kind of just frosted
Okay.
over as you guys step off of the ice and onto the 45-degree city. Gravity shifts and your bodies tilt, and it seems like even though you're walking at 45 degrees now, the gravity is straight up and down to the level of the city on its side.
Interesting.
So something
Interesting,
magical is working,
Yeah.
which is
You'd probably still have
interesting.
detect magic up. I think it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would.
So I'm guessing
Although,
this place is just kind of oozing.
Are my
some
senses
kind of
getting
magic.
overloaded with the magic in this place?
Well, that's hard to say. There's magic all over the place. The whole thing is just magic everywhere.
Ooh, I've got some flavor while you've got that detect magic up. I think Scoop starts shifting again uncontrollably to the point where Dimitri's face kind of becomes half of Ample's face, so it looks like Ample with a long white beard and a bunch more wrinkles than he's used to, than you're used to. And he kind of grabs his stomach, and I imagine with your detect magic up, you would see kind of a magical fluctuation within him, and he kind of claws at the clothes around his stomach and pulls up the shirt, and you see splitting across his stomach is the mouth of that statue we just saw, the creature we just saw, like that kind of multi-teethed mouth opens up in his stomach and against his will and control, and he's like and then he concentrates for a second and it kind of closes up and seals up and just becomes a normal stomach again, and his eyes are afraid and he looks right at the doc and says, "Doctor, I don't know what is happening to me.
What
I
what did
am
I
not
just
in control of
witness?
myself. Bree, something is happening."
Similar effect to me. When infected by the slaw, it almost decays the magic around it. Casting becomes more difficult for me. With somebody like Scoot's system, it has done something entirely different. Seems to be causing him to lose control of his shifting.
Is this something that we need to worry about right now? Is he going to be okay?
Give me a moment to look him up.
Okay.
Scoots, Dimitri, Ample, whatever makes sense to you. Sit.
And I'm gonna.
He does.
What are you calling for? What are you calling for to kind of look at what?
Whatever you think as the doctor.
I think as the doctor, this is something. I want to say this is a like a general like this is new investigation
Hmm.
of just.
Whew.
I imagine, like, hypothetically, if this was a medical drama show, this would be the episode where they go to the doctor in Afghanistan who left the hospital because he didn't want to be, just a city doctor, went to Afghanistan, and now he has to do surgery in the middle of a cave somewhere, and it kind of reignites his passion for being a doctor, kind of thing. So it's like we're in the middle of this dirty, disgusting place with no other resources than what we have on us, and you have to potentially save my life right now, or at least explore and figure it out. You're Dr. House. I trust you.
If it's the case of I have to deal with something, I'll resort to the same way I stabilize myself.
Hmm.
So what do we get?
What? So yeah, I mean, so he rolled a 25 to investigate what's going on with Dimitri.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just losing control of himself. If he doesn't stabilize now, he might turn into an amalgamation of all the things he's ever been, or he might get trapped as somebody else that isn't him. Either way, he's afraid of it. Very afraid.
All right, medical drama time. I use minor illusion to make his organs that I remember from when I opened him up. Looking around there, I look through to what's not in a human. It's similar to a human, but backwards. But there's definitely some organ that was probably damaged around there. That is how he shifts. I look for that, and I going to guess. Looking at that, see that's most likely damaged. I'm going to have to open you back up.
I like to imagine that the Slard ate some of his insides to make room for itself. So there would definitely be pieces missing, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like to imagine that. That's comforting to me.
Yeah.
Just a worm
That's
eating
very
up the
cozy.
insides.
I start prepping Dr. Lazarus's surgery tools again.
Yep.
Start getting ready to play nurse in this medical drama.
Why
We
does
do
this
this
always happen in the middle of nowhere?
You have very unfortunate timing, my friend.
Now, my plan for opening up, because this is all flavor, and all that, right? So as I open him up, and I find this organ that. Yep.
Thank you. Hold this.
Yep.
Oh, not that.
Oh, okay.
I'd imagine he's unconscious, but I take pieces off of my device. We don't really have things. Pieces off my cannon, like anywhere I can kind of get pieces of machinery. And I form something that's similar to a pump that works like my pump. Anything you want to add to that? Because it's your level up. I'm just saying stuff always is blood powered, so I basically use cyborg
What
inside.
if it's like similar to like a pacemaker, where it has to kind of sit on top of the organ it's helping or attached to the organ. So yeah, it's like you have pulled all these bits of technology and you've kind of attached the surgical tube to one of my artery tubes, and so now my blood is kind of running from my heart into this machine and circling through my body. I like that. Or whatever organ you.
Oh no, I love this. I love that.
Yeah.
But and then I would say we'd sit you back up and.
I like the
How long does
idea
that take
as he's
us?
going, as
good question.
we're going through this surgery, he does at some point lose consciousness, and you do see him revert back to his Scoops form with the faceless man, and you see on his torso there's a puffy pink scar from where you, pardon me, did your original surgery on him. Even though that scar doesn't appear when he shifts, it's still on the core body. And kind of as you do him up, as you pitch him up and end the surgery, the scar, the puffy pink scar that was there from before, and the newly made scar that is there, they both close up and become like soft, pale skin, like fresh skin, and the what did I describe it before? Brown and salt, brown sugar and salt hair becomes a little less salty, and it looks like he goes from about 46 years old to about 36 years old. The entire body of Scoops, original body of Scoops, and it looks like whatever the doc did, it helped heal him, and helped heal something that hadn't been healed with magic before, that scar. So yeah, I think after X amount of time, he wakes up and yeah, is now in control of his abilities. And in that faceless Scoop's body, looks up at the doc and says, "Thank you, Doc. I wouldn't be alive without you."
There
And I
may
can
be side
say
effects.
that multiple times now.
There may be side effects. None of that, especially that end, and the fact that you're standing right now, very much concerns me.
Isn't this what happened to you?
Not so quick of a recovery, but I'm a lot older.
I think that just means you're getting better at what you do.
Well, glad you survived another one, my friend.
So you guys spend an hour doing this. Somebody, doesn't matter who, roll me a D100.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Flight, don't kill us. Flight, don't kill us.
61.
God damn it, Flight, what have you done?
What have you done? That's a good question. What have you done? Okay. How does that even work? Okay. Can I do this like this? I hope I can. I can. Great. Oh, let me just roll this. Okay. Let me look at this. How does that even...
I'm worried that Alex seems to be.
What are you worried about?
I'm worried about your reaction to all of this.
Yeah, no, what just happened is great. You guys are doing great. I just don't even mind me. Not
Alex,
whatever you rolled,
just
61.
remember.
That's a really good roll.
Fireball time. I'm ready for fireball.
You're
Alex.
ready for fireball. That's fine.
Actually, just to kind of say what Flight was doing, Flight is gonna take like take up this perch up here, and keep a lookout.
Okay. Okay, so you keep a lookout. I mean, everything seems fine as far as you can tell. Yeah,
And
nothing crazy is going on.
I still see a bit. So I'm guessing we all see the big glowing sun at the center of this place.
Yeah. Okay. So let's give you some description here. Yeah. I mean, right up the causeway, past this tower here, and underneath the giant spire in the center is this. Yeah, you can spot the huge summer star-looking device. It's a big glowing sun, just like a lot of energy swirling around at once. There's kind of like a bar that comes over the top. And the whole building is on these like weird stone legs. There seems to be a shimmer between you and the glowing sphere in the middle.
A shimmer between it?
Mm-hmm.
Like a protective force field kind of shimmer.
Could be.
At what point does it end? At what point to the map?
there a
Like,
radius?
would I go past the tower? Is there a radius to it?
To the shimmer?
To the shimmer, yes.
I mean, from where you're at, it looks like it encompasses the tower entirely.
Oh, just this tower?
Just the tower in the middle. Yeah, the whole big
Okay.
tower.
So it would extend out to like the roots that they're kind of tree-like roots that are at the bottom of it. Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay. Flight's gonna kind of walk along the causeway. Until he gets to that point, and like he'll stop about right here.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You'll stop a little bit closer because you walk about this far, and this stone, this like inert stone that you walk past, whips out and tries to grab you. Like the stone morphs into like a tentacle, and it reaches out
good at
towards you
reuse.
guys. Although,
This is what I was worried about with the ice methods.
hang on. Let me.
Bad.
Oh yeah.
Is
Sorry.
bad.
It totally beats your passive perception, Flight. So go ahead and roll into an initiative. Flight is in trouble.
Here we go.
Are we all rolling into initiative?
Might as well. Yeah, I mean, you guys were all right there. You saw him move forward.
13.
Let's just call it this.
All right.
All right.
So I end up like right here.
Probably here.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is, and they do kind of suck.
Yeah, you can.
They're not the worst thing, but
Oh yeah, it is there
Definitely.
because that's 10 feet. Okay, cool. I don't know if you know what this is. I think this is unique.
is it?
Maybe. You'll see.
It sounds like a grave.
Maybe. Okay, so let's look at this. Where did I put? Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, so top of the round is technically it getting its attack on Flight. Give me your action. So these pseudopods shoot out and try to grab Flight. It totally misses. But then comes in again. Another piece of rock warps out and reaches towards Flight, trying to grab onto him.
Is it? I'm getting a prompt for deflect missiles.
Interesting. I
Or-
guess that's
or to
not
use a
really a
reaction.
ranged attack. I guess
Yeah, I'm
cancel
pretty sure
it
this is a
out.
melee attack. So yeah, I'll just stick to the window.
Oh, it got a 28 to hit. So it gets you. It slaps you in the side for 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Ow.
And you're.
Do
and
we see where these things are now?
It's right. I mean, it's this stone right catty corner to you.
Okay.
It's this stone that's attacking to you. And then just the stone opens up, and then there's a mouth on it.
Oh, it's a mimic.
It's a big ol' mouth, and then it pulls you in towards its mouth and tries to bite you hard. Oh, wow, it's doing good. That's 21. Wait.
I'll use my reaction. When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to grant a +4 bonus to the target's AC against the attack roll, potentially causing it to miss. You can use this reaction.
That is not going to be
long rest.
enough. That is not going to be enough. That would only make my AC 20.
It doesn't give me the ability to know. So even though I just learnt that the
You would know-
hits were
you would know-
28 and 21.
Yeah,
I forgot the
that
first
wouldn't
time,
be
so
enough. So
I'm
save
using
your
it on the
reaction.
second hit.
You
That
would
would be
know
up to
my
Alex, I guess.
AC. You fought with me.
Cool.
So yeah, just save
But I
your
wouldn't-
reaction.
I wouldn't necessarily know the creatures to hit Alex gave us that, but the character wouldn't know.
What, to hit?
In that case, that's up to Alex then.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
the
going to say
question?
that whether I should waste my reaction or not using an ability that won't have any effect. And I'm going to say just for this one in particular, I'm going to take the hit and use my reaction. Because this is something new with the level up. So I want it to be something he wasn't expecting. So what I want to do is try to push Flight out of the way of this creature, and as he pushes out of the way, it goes to bite down on Scoops' arm, but just before it bites down on his arm, you see when the audience and
It hits me, and it goes forward. So
hang on.
it fails.
This
Anyway.
Is a very, very specific flavor. So I need to get it out. Excuse me for taking up too much time. When it goes to bite Scoops, it looks like blood spurts out from where the creature, bites down on him. But on closer inspection, on a close-up, you can see that it's kind of his blood that has come out of his pores, seemingly of its own accord, and is creating kind of a blood barrier around his arm, where the creature went to bite it. And so it bites down on the blood, doesn't seem to get any flesh in its mouth. So it takes a bite at its original target again, and actually does get Flight. It would hit him, but I want to make that the flavor of this ability is that Scoops' blood is now magically activating of its own accord to protect him and his allies. Kind of getting a little Dr. Lazarus blood magic ability, like the doc's. I imagine it like the doc's just become my patron, and I'm now siphoning magic from him.
I'm gonna make you all. I'm gonna make you all cyborgs.
Okay, so yeah, this thing attacks
No.
Flight, and all that happens, and hurts Flight pretty bad. And then it's back around to the beginning of the round. Scoops, it is your official turn.
Okay. Excuse me for taking all that time then before my turn. Target, attack. I won't take up any more time.
Well, I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus.
No.
Yeah,
no,
it
was me.
you were just kind of taking a while. That was all.
Yeah.
I was absolutely taking a while because I hadn't completely thought that through.
So yeah, you're targeting. What are you doing? You got a bloody arm.
I'm not within 5 feet.
I'm currently restrained by
so-
this thing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the adhesive trait is applicable to you.
All right. So
this rock has stretched out and grabbed onto Flight and bit him in the head. Oh, and you
19, baby.
launch
Critical
at
hit.
this thing, a critical hit.
For 8 piercing plus
Any
sneak
sneak
attack.
attack. Yeah.
For 16.
Another 8.
yeah, so-
Hell yeah.
He'll take his arm out from where it got tangled in the exchange, and kind of stumble back and go, what the fuck? And take out his 2 crossbows and just be like, kill it dead with fire.
Don't you do more damage than that? I thought you just crit.
That was it.
No, he
That was it?
already rolled the crit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He rolled 2d8 with
some
his
low
damage.
rolls.
I thought your sneak attack doubled too on a crit.
Oh yeah, it does actually.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
not automatically do that. I thought I
It
did.
didn't automatically
No,
do that,
I don't
but
think
yeah.
it
No.
adds it
That
to
does
the
happen.
So
separate
then the
rolls.
sneak is 16.
All right, let's just do it.
2, 4, 8. Oh, actually, they both were. I hit critical hit on both of them, but. Oh no.
Yeah, I thought it
it's
looked
supposed to be
weird.
I think that it just
and-
didn't double the dice on the sneak
On the sneak
attack.
attack.
So
Yeah,
just to
it
get
only-
past it,
yeah.
I'll just double it to 16 on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically it should have been 66, but
Okay,
no
so that's
worries.
24 damage total to it.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so he does a bunch of damage. He pulls out his crossbow on the hand. Although, shouldn't that be the bonus action one?
Yeah, I forgot to press it because it's my first time.
No
So
worries.
that's.
I mean,
still one.
24 even minus it still hits. But it's not 2, right? It's just 1 piercing.
It's not a minus to the 2 hit. It's only a minus to the damage.
Oh, okay. So it's just the 2 isn't in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
it's only
one more
piercing
damage.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so you blast it. Is that full turn?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's action and bonus action, so yeah.
All right, so then we're on the
Unless he wants to
flight,
move.
being held onto by this weird rock with this gaping mouth, bunch of ugly teeth, ooze dripping down the lips.
All right. So I'm restrained, so I have disadvantage on attack. I would have liked you to get into flanking, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna roll for an unarmed strike with my claws at disadvantage. Oh, I have to target it first.
Target me.
All right. So claws with disadvantage. That's a natural 1.
Oh no! It just warps out of the way. Its mouth laughing
All right.
at you, licking its lips.
All right, then second claw attack disadvantage. 17.
17. That hits it. You scrape it across
Okay.
its rocky
And I'm going to
surface.
expend a key point to do stunning strike.
Okay. Oh, click the damage
Okay,
on
so
the claws.
Damage. Okay, that's going to be 5 points of slashing damage, and then it
Alright.
needs to make a. Then expend a key point. And where is stunning strike? Here it is.
Constitution save by it fails with a 10.
Okay, it is stunned. Meaning that non-creature is incapacitated, can't move inconspicuously falteringly, automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attacks against the creature have advantage.
What? The big speech it was gonna give. No.
Okay, with that, what would it take to? Is there a means by which I can escape the grapple, or escape being restrained?
Yeah.
I assume it
so.
details such.
Yeah.
It might
it's-
take my action. I don't know if it does.
Ability checks to escape this grapple have disadvantage, but you can definitely do so by just a normal, I guess, athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. So ability checks to escape it have disadvantage, you say?
Yep.
Would it being stunned affect this? I guess not, because it's sticky.
Yeah, it's not something it's concentrating on.
Okay. Well, I have it incapacitated until the end of my next turn, so that's something at least.
For sure.
Acrobatics. it's
No,
gonna be a
unfortunately, you
14.
don't break through. It's too sticky. The two tentacles grip onto you. Bree,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I was going to cast Moonbeam, but now that it's automatically failing on strength and dexterity checks, I'm debating
And
creative.
saving throws. Saving throws.
Oh,
Yeah.
saving. Yeah, for on saving throws. I'm debating creating a bonfire under its ass because it'll just auto fail. Which would be 2d8 every turn until it's not. How long does your stun last again, Flight?
It lasts until the end of my next turn.
Maybe not worth it then. Okay.
Well, it's only a cantrip, so
Yeah, it is, but I think we verified that this thing is probably a mimic.
that's what it looks like.
Okay. You know what? I'll just cast Moonbeam then, on it.
All right. That's gonna be a con save from it.
Yep.
So click the damage.
In its real form is revealed.
And it does an 18. So it succeeds on
that's
its
half
saving
damage.
throw.
Well, it takes half that. It
Oh,
takes
actually,
4.
if it's does it count as a shape changer?
If it does, it gets disadvantage on its saving throw.
Oh, yeah, it does count as a shape changer.
So re-roll it.
It has disadvantage. Well, it had. Oh, it rolled with advantage, I guess, for some reason, and so the other roll was a 2. So it definitely fails this, takes the full 8 radiant damage.
Damage. And it also changes back to its original form, I believe.
What the fuck? It's not a rock at all.
Okay, so it changes back to its normal form, which is just this weird,
It's not
just like
monster.
And it can't-
brain-looking.
Ugh.
Oh, brain-looking thing.
I guess it's just
Is
like
this an intellect
stony.
devourer?
It's bizarre. It's just got these 2 tentacles coming out.
It instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light. On each of your turns after you cast the spell, you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
This is
So, yeah.
so interesting. We might be the only people in Icewind Dale who have ever seen the true form of a mimic.
Maybe so. I don't know.
That's possible.
Wow.
I feel like, have you guys run into a mimic already? Because this is proving to
No,
be
we
slightly
haven't.
different than a mimic. I mean, it's way bigger. It's actually a 10 by 10.
Mimics can get huge.
It must get really big.
Well, it
yeah.
can. This just
But I
seems
don't think we've run
weird.
into one before yet.
Could be.
Yeah, I am
Okay, so
raising a baby mimic in my other game.
It's in its true form, and you know, I mean, it says that when it's in object form, the adhesive trait is applicable, but I guess when it's not, the
Oh, so I'm free now.
I think you are free now. It's not holding on to you. It's not
Interesting.
sticky,
It's a
at least.
really good spell move.
That was pretty good. Okay, anything else, Bree?
I am going to. Oh. Each of these blocks are 10 feet, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
20. Okay, I guess I'll move up here. That's my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. Okay, you move forward. You run up towards the stony-looking thing, morph it into like a brainy, fleshy, blob-looking thing. Dr. Lazarus, what are you doing?
All right.
You
So
still have
first-
that resistance on there? Is it safe to say you had focused on that before coming here, or?
I would say Stevens just kind of kept it talking.
Okay, for sure.
17 hit.
17 does. You blast this thing with advantage?
Oh yeah,
wow.
with advantage. With advantage.
Oh, it's
You can do
stunned.
Stunned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 14 fire.
14 fire damage. Holy shit, you're burning this thing up. It's screaming, it starts hissing, the tongue is whipping around.
Oh. And then I'm going to shoot it with the cannon. That's also with it? It just goes
What's
stunned.
Yeah, because it's still
advantage?
stunned. It's still stunned. Yeah, because it's
Still
stunned.
stunned.
Yeah, I
So
just
it
didn't
moves
know it
back
automatically do that.
It moves 5 feet away from me.
Oh, it moves 5 feet away?
So
Okay.
I think it's still within that space.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that. And it takes 9 force damage. And gets pushed 5 feet back. Hell yeah. Anything else, Dr. Lazarus? Movement?
Nope, that's it for me.
Alright, so now it's its
It
turn
needs
and
to
it
make-
can't do
It needs to make another
anything.
con save. It needs to make another con save for the
Another
moonbeam.
con save. Alright. 10.
Yeah, that fails, so it takes another 2d10 radiant damage.
First time or on a turn. Oh, did it just start its turn there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Where's the D? There it is. 15 radiant damage.
All right, it's great. It's starting, its structural integrity is not holding up. It's starting to slump down towards the ground, but it's still
And
active.
it is
You're
still
gonna
stunned.
regret suggesting I take this spell, Alex.
I'm already regretting it. Okay, and not even for this reason. I wasn't expecting it would happen against mimics. Great. Okay, so it can't do anything then, right? It's incapacitated, it's stunned.
It's incapacitated until the end of my next turn.
All right, Scoops, we're back around to you.
Let's go crit hunting, baby. Attack with advantage because it's stunned. Trying to get that 19 or 20. Crossbow live. Oh, no, fuck that.
Natural 20.
Heck yeah!
Oh my, you were crit hunting, holy shit. Prepare to describe its death.
Okay, then another
does
3d6
that
for
do
sneak
enough?
attack.
That's good
I'll wait
enough.
until it's good enough. I think with everyone's abilities, the cannon taking a chunk out of it, Bree lighting it up with her moonbeam, it just glowed. The center of its being just glows for a second, and Scoops takes perfect aim and fires at that weak spot in the core of itself. I imagine the loose flesh of its outer form just disintegrating, and whatever the nucleus of it just, falls to the ground and crumbles away.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys have defeated
What the hell
this-
was that thing?
Yeah.
Flight just kind of holds his arm, and there's blood running all down it. Yeah, that took half my health, even with
Oh, shoot. I did not
10
mean to move
HP.
there.
Wild.
That thing hit me hard.
Yeah, a lot of it burned away some of your fur. It had some bludgeoning, some acid damage in there.
Yeah, I got healed for 11 at least.
I'll throw some healing in there too. Oh, 6, sorry, because I have a +4 to it.
Yeah, because
Doc, tell us, what does your cure wounds look like?
Who gets this 6, Bree? I do want to check it.
It was for. Oh, sorry, I forgot to target him. It's for flight.
Okay, I'll add it to him. What do these curing wounds look like?
For Steven, it's one of the capsules. He pours out one of the capsules, and basically it's like mending, but with flesh. When he cracks open the vial, it just kind of mends like flesh.
Oh, okay.
So you pour blood onto him?
Yeah.
Where you're healing?
Yep.
As you pour blood onto his arm, and it kind of drips down, you see some of the blood that is still on Scoops' arm that was kind of forming a kind of blood barrier. Some of it kind of floats off towards flight and joins the Doc's original blood vial, and I'm going to do a cure wound spell. My other new ability on flight as well. Heck yeah. Oh, well, that was only a 3 healing. So yeah, it's like the first time his body is reacting to this phenomena, and it's quite intriguing. You see, I think at this point, Scoops turns back to Dimitri, and you see curiosity and interest on his face, and he looks at the doc and says, "Doctor, you have done more than I could have imagined.
Side effect.
I feel more powerful than I have since coming here to the Dale. Essentially, since he got cursed with the Sly, or infected with the Sly.
Side effects.
Mhm.
Still don't know.
Side
long
effects
term.
imply something bad. I don't see anything bad about this.
Fair enough, my friend. As time goes on,
And kind of, you watch Steven snap his finger again. Steven's been ritualistically, like, about every minute you hear, like, a snap coming from Steven. And when you hear that, there's, like, a little glow that goes around Steven when he does that. But it's like a golden glow.
sometimes magic comes back.
Hmm.
You feeling better, my
Flight
friend?
just kind of flexes his arm, kind of rolls his shoulder around in its sock a little bit. It stings, but it does feel better.
It might take a few weeks for the fur to come back.
Ryu, was that your own Cure Wounds spell?
That was, in fact, my own Cure Wounds spell.
Okay.
Alex,
Yes.
I'm gonna activate my ring. I'm gonna twist my ring around and empower to give me that spell slot back.
Okay. Hell yeah.
And my Cure Wounds spell involves floating some of my healing spores, which kind of invade your mouth space. And flow.
Like I breathe them in.
Yeah, you like you breathe them in. They like kind of float around you, and then the next breath you take, they kind of go whoosh, and then
like
they
a vapor rub.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
So this place is very dangerous. Even rocks attack you here. So I think we should make it to the next obvious feature, this tower, and then we should.
And then I'm gonna cast my spell.
Activate. That's right. We should totally do that.
Yeah, 100%. Doing perception checks the entire way, Alex.
Yeah, Flight's gonna be
Like
keeping an eye
active
on
perception
where he is.
checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm specifically looking behind us to make sure we're not being ambushed by drows.
Yeah, that's a good idea, too.
The moonbeam
before we-
disappears after a minute, by the way.
Before we move.
Mhm.
Is this one that I get? No, okay. I'm gonna give a first level spell slot to cast detect magic as we walk. So we have that.
Idle idea as we're walking. You have that hat, that transformation hat, right?
I do.
Should you activate that to make yourself look like a drow? Maybe give them a bit of hesitation if they come up on us and they're
That doesn't sound like
hostile.
the worst idea, actually.
You have you have the comprehend languages as well, right? If they start speaking to you.
I do, but I can only ritually cast that.
Ah, fair.
You have the ability to change too, or is that not prepared today?
That's an always thing with furbolgs.
Awesome.
I can use
yeah,
that.
and mine's too. So we have at least 3 people in our group who could look like drow.
Yeah.
Well, and I
But
tip
none
my
of us
hat.
know Elvish.
Yep, no. I can speak Orcish.
Hopefully, neither do the drow.
And likely
I
they'd
do.
speak Undercommon anyways, so
They speak Undercommon and Elvish.
yeah.
We haven't met them yet. Who knows?
Hey, I'm
They
not
might
from
speak
around
Draconic.
here. I tip my hat.
And
I make
actually, I
myself-
do speak Elvish, so
Oh, you do speak Elvish. Wonderful.
I do
Nice.
speak Elvish.
Uh-huh.
I tip my hat, make myself look like
Well,
a
actually,
drow of Steven.
You look like what? A drow version of Steven?
Basically, just
Purple
change things.
skin.
wait. If I can speak Elvish, do we want me to be the elf instead?
That would probably be a better bet.
Yeah. And my spell only lasts for an hour, I think. So it might be. I don't know. Should I use the hat or should I use just my spell for an hour
Let's
and
wait
then see
until
where
we-
we're
let's
at?
wait- Let's wait until we see
them.
anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is that they might see us before we see them.
Hmm.
Then it's
Fair.
already too late.
But not if I'm wearing the hat or one of us is wearing the hat.
Right.
We would have
Wear
to
the
guess
hat.
that they're going to see us in the next hour.
Not if the
The
hat
hat
is an
you-
always thing, right?
Yeah, the hat lasts. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If we want to do an always thing, it should be the Doc and I. If we want to do a thing where we're interacting with them and we have a chance, then you should go in.
Well,
with
I
your
have
Elvish.
I have two forms of this hat, and I take my hat off, and then as it's been off for a moment, it will eventually switch to a different looking hat. And I take out of my bag my actual wizard hat and put it on. Technically, I have two versions of this hat. I look the same. I hand the hat over to Bree. Bree can
Wait,
speak
that
Elf-
hat also does that?
No, my hat is just my normal hat I stole from.
Oh. Okay.
No, you gave it back.
Oh, I gave it back.
You
Yes,
gave
I
it
did.
back to him in the prison, right? You threw it at him, and
Fair enough. So, but I can still hand you the hat. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. You speak Elvish. I don't think we're going to run into them here, though. I
Yeah.
think the likelihood we run into them here, I figure that's the only group. And if they came in, they've left.
Yeah, but
Might
weren't
come
they
back
coming
tomorrow.
back periodically? Like, weren't they in and out?
And she saw them
Hopefully,
leave.
yeah. Hopefully, if they left yesterday, they won't be back for another day or two.
Okay. Cool, because like I'm not trying to take your magic item or anything like that on an out of character level. That's
I
all
know.
I'm
What,
trying
I
to
know
do.
what you're. I know what you're.
Okay,
thinking.
cool. Yeah. Okay.
Is that the plan we want to go with? Is what I'm wondering. Because Steven doesn't
Well,
think
if
that
she's the only one that speaks Elvish, then yes.
it makes the most sense.
Yeah, it was just something I idly thought of
So
to
let's
give
go
them
with it.
pause if they are hostile.
So yeah, you will look like a drow now.
I look like a drow now.
okay, that's great.
Yep.
Okay. So where do you guys go? You guys are headed towards this tower here.
Mm-hmm. Then
And-
we're gonna when we get to the base of this tower, then Bree was gonna cast Commune with Nature.
And I have
Yep.
detect magic going as we walk out.
So like as you guys get closer and closer to this tower, you guys are getting like just a smorgasbord of magical energy surging from all over the place. This tower is kind of emanating abjuration magic specifically. I mean, all of these lamps are magical flame spells, whatever that's called.
So Doc feels right at
Continual
home.
flame.
What is it?
Continual flame.
Continual flame, yeah. And then like you sense probably transmutation magic more over to the east. You sense conjuration magic more to the north.
I'm seeing these towers have different colors, so I'm assuming each tower radiates a different magic.
Okay.
Is there any necromantic energy coming from anywhere? Bree's familiar with that.
Keep in mind, detect magic has a limited radius as well.
Yeah, not directly. Nothing necromantic, although I mean, just everywhere you feel just something. It's hard to like just some sort of like the air is cursed. Like
Do we need to shut down this magic before we can proceed?
I don't know. Let's cast my spell first and see what information that gives us. And then we can hypothesize, I think.
I'm
Yeah, why don't
mainly.
you come over to the base of the tower and start casting that?
Yeah.
So what is? Let me, I guess, cast it and let me read the thing.
You all know why I'm mainly here. I'm mainly here to sketch and figure out how that thing works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let me make sure I have
That's
the
Flight's main
entire-
motivation in coming here as well. We want
Great.
to figure that thing out and either take
Yeah.
it back or figure out how we can make our own.
Yeah, I've been receiving visions of this thing for a while. It's important somehow. Okay, yeah. Okay, commune with nature. There you go, Alex. So we're doing prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, and influence from other planes of existence.
Oh, only that.
Only that? I
That's
mean,
a
I could have done
whole-
buildings. The
I think for
buildings
this-
seem
I
to be
think-
important.
Yeah.
I think for those first two, You have to specify. So, like, either prevalent plants, or prevalent minerals, or prevalent animals, or prevalent peoples.
Okay, so I think we want to do peoples, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to do fiends, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. And then influence from other planes of existence, I think, can just apply with anything.
It's just in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are those two redundant though? Beans.
Not
and
necessarily.
other planes
Not
are
necessarily.
NXT.
Not necessarily. There could be something else going on here as well.
Okay, so
Or
you
should
wanna-
I replace the planes of existence with the buildings now that we think that the buildings might be slightly important and
I
magical?
think we already know there's a demon here or somewhere in this cave system.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's
Question we
here
need
in the
answers.
city. We don't know if it's anywhere near the city or if it has anything to do with that. We don't know if
I
it
don't
is.
know. I could go either way. What do you guys think? Flight's voting planes of existence. I could go either way. Ando's voting buildings, right? So
I'd go buildings instead of planes of existence. Yeah.
I'd vote buildings as well.
okay, let's
Alright.
go with buildings then instead of planes of existence. Yeah, I agree. It seems a bit redundant at this point, especially when we think the buildings might be
Might have
something
we
going
might
on.
have they might have
We
something to do
already
with-
know there's
They
another
might be a
plane of
key
existence.
to the force field thingy.
Yeah.
um.
So good point.
Yeah, so do that instead, Alex.
So what do you want to know about?
Such a simple
buildings?
switch. Everything.
All
I
the
don't know.
same.
I instantly
prevalent
gain knowledge of up to
peoples,
3
the
facts of my
thing.
choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area.
Yeah. So like, what fact about buildings do you want?
I want to know what all of the buildings within a 300-foot radius
Oh my god.
do, how they are relevant.
That seems crazy, but
So, like,
um,
obviously not the ones that aren't, like, plot important. Like, that's a house over there that people sleep in. But, like, if any of these buildings could fuck with us in some way or have to do with that force field that we're seeing or, you know.
Like the
Gotcha.
tower we're standing below, the one spouting abjuration magic. Like, if we destroy that tower, will all the abjuration magic go away?
Yeah, so at the bottom of the spell, it says, for example, you could determine the location of a powerful undead in the area, the location of major sources of safe drinking water, and the location of any nearby towns.
right. Which seems
So
to.
that
I mean,
kind
I want to
of-
hit
so
a balance
it looks
between
like
it.
kind of-
It seems
It
like
looks like kind of surface level information.
yeah, like it feels like you should be specifying what kind of building you're looking for and look for it. But look, I'll say that within the area, yeah, obviously this tower you're in front of is emanating surges of abjuration magic. And you get the sense of the conjuration tower over more towards the north, and this other tower over to the east that's transmutation. It seems like a number of these towers are in honor of specific schools of magic. And they all kind of do different things, but like a lot of the different wizards would study different things here, and they'd go to these different towers. And you can kind of see that a lot of the buildings over to the west are like have gated fronts, like bars and stuff. So a lot of the area there is like prison related. You see this kind
Where
of
was
dome
it, sorry?
over to the west. This
Oh,
big
okay.
circle, this oval over there. Then
Okay.
over to the east, in that kind of circular area, it seems like a museum. It seems like some art is kind of over in that area.
Okay. So if we have time
Um,
for sightseeing later.
It seems like, I mean, underneath the big
There
tower
could be
is
artifacts
just
there,
where
too.
all of the different energies converge.
Now I'm getting the impression that we need to simulate all of these towers wherever we want to use this device.
Is there an
So
entrance to
perhaps
this
in-
tower?
Yeah, there's a doorway like right underneath it.
Scoots
gonna
is really
take
good
a-
at taking. Go on.
Yeah, Flight's gonna go up to the door and he's gonna look into the doorway, see
Okay.
if there's
Can we finish my spell first
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you possibly get into any mischief? So are there any powerful fiends in a 300-foot radius?
Let's see.
Scoops is really good at taking notes, so he's going to take note of the position of each tower in relation to each other, and if there are any. It doesn't look like it's specifically built symmetrically. It looks like this place is. I mean, it looks like it's relatively symmetrical, but it's also asymmetrical for sure. So it doesn't look like the towers need to be specifically at a range around the outside, but maybe it's supposed to be in some sort of specific order. So Scoops is going to take note of that order.
What order are you looking at?
Like this tower ahead of us is abjuration. The next one over, I think you said, was
That one's transmutation.
conjuration, transmutation. Excuse me, and whatever. So like he'll take note of each tower, each specific type of magic, and what's on the left and right of each tower, just in case we need to simulate this environment later.
Okay. Hang on, I'm looking at something here. Oh, I probably have.
Take your time. That's what I was taking up time for.
So, as I understand it correctly, we're not able to just get to the, I forgot its damn name.
Mythalar?
Mythalar,
Yes.
yeah.
There's a
No,
field.
there's a
around it?
force field.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't tried yet. It's seemingly blocked by a force field. Now you do get sense of a fiend, but echoing from back in the caves.
Interesting. I make everyone aware of that. But nothing coming from the tower with the Mythlar.
Nothing fiend-like from up there, no.
Okay. And then the other thing was, are there any prevalent peoples in the area?
That is a little bit more complicated. Yeah, I mean, you sense there are peoples kind of all over the place, a mix of different things. A number of them seem like they're. Well, I don't know how much information to give you about that.
Might be good to look up a ruling on this spell, like if there's any like threads or like statements issued by wizards or something like that about how to DM this kind of spell.
Yeah.
I would suggest telling us their general location unless we can actively see them. If we can actively see them, we would get a lot more detail. But if we can't see them, we would like the wording of the spell implies that we know the surface level information. So if the surface level information of creatures we can't see, it would be generally where they are. So the flavor, you could flavor it as like, oh, you see some rubble over here that looks like it's been brushed into a corner by someone, like a roadway is being cleared in that direction, and that might imply that there are people in that direction, without giving us any more detail.
Yeah, except it says in the thing that I can determine the location of powerful undead in the area, so that I assume that means that I can determine the location of these peoples.
Yeah,
like a bit more exactly than that.
What
But
about
I think like the example is you're like, give me the location of a powerful undead, and then there it is, rather than give me the location of everything everywhere.
Well, yeah, but it's within the specific parameters that she determined when she cast the spell.
Yeah.
But if they're inside a building, like
I mean the building. They're in the building, not
so
like pinpointed to a geographic location.
Or maybe like what race, maybe like what the most common race is here, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we should get that information.
It's a 5th level spell, so I think maybe we should.
You should get a good amount of information.
I think, yeah, there's definitely a balance to strike here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, on Bree's side, you're like, I just spent my 5th level slot.
Yeah, on this. So I would like a little bit more information than a general, like, blah, 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 blah kind of thing, you know?
More than a blurb, obviously.
Yeah. For sure. And I mean, as long as like it's getting close to our time to wrap up anyways, it's like 9:20 here.
Mhm.
So as long as it's not going to affect our general safety, I'm willing to let this go for right now and let some other characters do some stuff to wrap up the end, and then you can prep the info dump for next session and maybe look up some more, like we can both look up some more, like some threads where
Yeah.
they discuss this spell.
Yeah, for sure.
See if there's been any statements issued by wizards, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Flight's definitely gonna go check out the inside of this tower if he can.
All right. Well, I'll
Mhm.
say that
There's
there's
no
people
people in the
inside
tower.
the tower. There's people
There
in
are
the tower.
people in the
Well,
tower.
does
There are
that mean
people in the tower?
humanoid? What does that mean? Just anything that's
Well,
conscious?
people I would say refer. I'd say refer to like sentient beings.
Okay, there's people inside
Yes.
this tower.
I say that there are people in the tower.
Which tower? The main tower?
The one
This
that you're
tower.
standing
The tower.
outside of. The small
okay.
abjuration tower.
So
Should we draw them out and ambush them,
hmm,
or knock on the door politely?
is the door open? Is it an open doorway or is there a door?
There's a door to it.
Could I climb up to any? Does it have any windows? I'm seeing some glowing places, but I don't know if that indicates light coming out of it.
This tower reaches
also-
upward like a talon, its stonework studded in chisel runes. A blue light shines from its highest window, although it looks like none of the windows are open per se.
Well,
we are also
there's still
glowing
windows, so
with
I can
So
climb
it
up
looks
and, I
like-
can look through them.
Yeah.
It
we're
looks
also-
like. Sorry, continue.
Please.
So Flight's
okay.
in that case, Flight's not going to enter. He's going to climb up and try and peer through that window.
Okay.
Just to
Well-
remind you, Alex, we are glowing. Dr. Lazarus is glowing with a light spell, and none of us have done stealth checks.
Well,
Okay.
Flight's not glowing. He doesn't need to. So
So
okay.
I think I found like a Reddit thread that I kind of like, and I think moderates this a bit. So essentially what some people are saying is that you can ask 3 questions about any of those dots. So like I can ask 3 questions within that kind of framework.
Right.
So it does have to be a bit more specific, so it's less of an info dump and more specific questions, almost like communing with your deity, except I'm communing with nature.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds
So
right.
yeah, and apparently I can ritually cast it. So if you would let me, I would like to ritually cast it if possible.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
So take an hour to do that.
That might have been with actually I think that's 10 minutes, isn't it?
yeah,
And
Well, it
if-
might be. I think it specifies, but
But
yeah.
actually,
if-
Yeah,
it would actually be
VSR,
11
so I
minutes.
can ritually cast that.
Could I have also ritually casted detect
sure.
magic?
It does have the ritual
Sure.
check, so yes.
Yeah, so
Sure.
I'm gonna do a ritual casting instead, so I still have my 5th level spell slot. And then so what someone said for like flavor wise is that I can like ask the they said you could ask the dirt about any passing armies, like the trees about what predators stalk these areas, or ask a cave about what kind of humanoids are digging the mine inside it. So like it's things that you think nature would know. So like for instance, I would ask, is there a powerful fiend wandering your halls to the cave? And then I would also ask, how are these buildings affecting you? What are they doing to the surrounding area? Specifically about like the buildings that have obvious like strong magic coming from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would ask what dangerous peoples are like peoples that would count as predators.
Okay. Okay, so
Are in the area.
I guess you get a whispers from the ice, like the wind flowing through the caverns. They whisper that yes, there's a fiend, but not in the city. And it's coming from the caves that you just came from. You learn that there are a number of beings similar to the dead one that you found out front, and there's a number of constructs that kind of look over the premises everywhere. And
So there's some like guard sentinels or something like that. These constructs.
yeah, they were.
Guard
Okay.
bots.
And additionally, I guess you probably get a bigger sense that there's a lot of one-eyed psychic monsters.
Like beholders.
No, they don't
I roll a
float.
No,
knowledge.
those wouldn't have one eye. Those
No,
have
Those
Cyclops-
have multiple eyes, right? But there's one thing with like one big eye, and I can't
Cyclops was
remember.
mentioned earlier by the Dryad.
Right. That's true.
Hmm.
Okay. So I pass along this information then, and say that there is likely maybe some like guard sentinels or something like that in these towers. Those might be the people that I'm detecting
Mm.
inside, so we should go in there with some caution.
And so
And,
Flight has crawled up the outside of this building, is just peering through the windows. It looks like a massive stairway kind of spirals up to this main floor in the top of the tower, where there's six beings. They look kind of fancy. They look like this. And they're hanging out around this anvil that's in the center of the room.
Okay, did you post it in main or?
Oh, did it not show you? Here, hang on.
I'm not seeing
There
it in
you
the
go.
game. No.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, I know these things. I can't remember what they're called, but I know them.
Close this.
Interesting.
So yeah, you see six
Oh,
of those.
I now remember what they're called. No, I'm not gonna say what they're called because I should probably roll an Arcana to know what those are called.
Yeah, if you want, go ahead.
I would love to do that. So let's roll an Arcana.
16? I mean, sure. I mean, you can maybe heard of these. They're Demos Magian. They're constructs created by the wizards to just kind of do different tasks around the area, guard different things.
Indeed.
This doesn't look like the creature we saw at the entrance.
No, this is a different type of creature.
Wild.
This is
Okay.
more humanoid.
Magians. Would I
But
know
it does-
whether these would disappear if their creator died?
No, that may not be clear to you.
Does it look like the weapons these Magian are carrying are the type that killed the creature with the stomach mouth?
I guess that would require a medicine check from me.
Yeah, although I'd say you'd probably have to go and see it. I mean, I think at the
You
very
said I
least
saw
it
it-
could be. It had slashing damage on it.
Okay, so
And
you
that
said that
these-
these
Not this
things.
specific creature, but these creatures could have been the ones who, like, if hypothetically we guessed that these are the type of creatures who killed the mouth one, then we can assume that these creatures have a kind of radial pattern of killing creatures at the edge of the ring, so we could be in danger already. If we assume it was the drow who did that, then these things might be stuck in the towers, or at least stay where they're told to.
So so you said that there were 6 of them,
Yep.
and they're just standing there.
Yeah, they're just standing kind of around this anvil in the middle. It's like a huge anvil chiseled with vivid blue runes, and it's in the center of the room.
That looks like something that the doc would want to have a look at.
Mhm.
And then flight. Let's see, how far is this drop?
Probably pretty far. Probably 80 feet,
It
maybe?
is 70 feet.
That's about right.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 70, 80 feet.
Okay.
He's gonna climb down to about here.
And then drop and land on your feet.
Yep, he's gonna drop and land on his feet like about right here because I have slow fall.
Yeah, you go down to the safe spot to jump off, and you float down.
Well, I didn't. I saw something kind of interesting. There are Magian in there. They seem to be standing around an anvil of some kind. Now I'd bet a few gold that that thing might be able to help us make with whatever that thing is. And he points to the big mythalar at the center of town.
I'm sorry, what?
So he points to the tower. I'm willing to bet that if we wanted to make a mythalar of our own, we would use something like what's in this tower.
No, I will say, because you were crawling up the surface of the tower, like every inch of the outside of this tower is like carved with these blue runes.
I get the impression that these things are protecting the city as a whole, not necessarily helping the Mythalar exist. I would take you up on that bet and say that the Mythalar is all in self-sustainable, and these towers are here for both the Mythalar and the city in general. So we won't necessarily need these towers to power the Mythalar. It's just protecting it from us now. So how much gold?
There's one way to find out.
Putting on the table?
No, it was just an expression, but I guess there's only one way to find out for sure. Let's see if these Magen are willing to talk.
Are you sure you want to trust them to talk?
Well, I'm not entirely sure
trash
what.
passers. Trash passers.
If they are remnants of this city, they have been here for eons.
Well, the Drow managed to avoid picking a fight with them, it seems.
Maybe they did not walk into the tower.
Maybe, regardless, when we get inside the door, I will drop my drow disguise just in case they've had negative interactions with the drow. Yeah.
I think we should draw them out and maybe, like, post up around the area to get a high ground advantage on them. And try to get them into a position where they would be willing to talk so they don't die.
Well,
even if we don't intend to kill them.
Well, we're kind of operating blind here.
I'd suggest one of us goes in to either talk to them without creating a scene, or draw them out by being being a live bait.
I could go up to the window and knock on it, see if they respond. Then
Yeah.
just, jump back down.
You think they can shoot you through the window?
I mean, he can just fall back down.
Not before I run.
Fair enough. That sounds like a great idea. And if we see them all coming down, like I'm happy to climb up there too and get a position. So if I spot them coming down as they, because you can just stay at the window. It doesn't matter. You can do it.
I can stay at the window if I need to, but
yeah, and if
we
you
wanted
see
to draw
them coming down
out,
the stairs, you can warn us and we'll be ready.
Yep. Flight will start climbing up the tower again then.
Okay, you start climbing back up the tower, getting your
I want to take a position
claws.
in cover over here. Yeah, so I can get like a half or 3/4 cover, and I'll just post up with my crossbow.
Okay.
I can use my
Go ahead and go there.
Yep, he'll cling to the side of the window. So he'll wait to look down to see that everybody's in position.
Okay. And so wait, hang on. Run the plan by me. I was reading something. You're gonna lure them out.
Flight is gonna go up to the window. He's gonna knock on it. He's gonna see how they respond, and then call down to tell the rest of the group.
They look murderous and they're coming, or they look confused and they're waiting. That's going to give us a good indication of what we should do next.
Kill them all. Let God sort them out.
All right. So is everybody comfortable with their positions at this point?
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Wait,
That's
no,
gonna-
I'll go, wait, where am I gonna hide? I'll hide behind... How big are those rocks over here?
Pretty huge. I mean, that's like a tower that fell over.
Do we
like,
trust rocks at
40
this point,
feet
though?
You're right.
That's...
Yeah. Does it have
I mean,
tentacles
they
or
could
not?
be anything. They could be anything. I'll hide behind the other one.
By the,
Over
like
here.
the other pylon in front of the entrance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you guys.
What do you mean?
What?
All right. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna hold back. So hang on.
We stepped into the circle area.
Well, yeah, kind of. Dr. Lazarus and Bree have kind of like hid behind these two posts that are like at the back end of this stadium-looking area with a bunch of weird goal posts in the middle.
They look like they're electrified.
Oh yeah, that's not anything to worry about. Don't even worry.
Okay.
Don't even worry about that.
Okay, neat.
But I don't know how to go forward with this. Dr. Lazarus and Bree
Okay.
Bring it on, come on.
step inside, and a giant force field whips out, surrounding the entire stadium area, blocking you guys in from the others. A bunch of those same Magian that Flight had seen just appear in the middle of the area. You guys can see this trophy kind of rise up on a podium that's near where you guys are at. And the three goalposts start to become electrified with energy.
We did just get ourselves into a sports match, didn't we? Oh no.
You sure did.
Please tell me we're on the same team. Are Lazarus and I at least on the same team?
The air around this amphitheater is charged with static.
He didn't
Cracked
answer
steps
us.
descend into the stadium floor where a tiny glittering object rests on a pedestal of black stone. Three metal masts arise from the arena like gigantic tridents, each one emitting a low hum. The branches of each trident are 25 feet off the ground and extend 50 feet into the air. Yeah, actually, you guys are over on one side. A number of those Magian separate and walk over to you. 4 of them get added to your team. 6 of them are left behind on the other team. And this ball in the middle, it just lights up. The other team goes to the opposite side of the area, and they get ready for the game to start.
You hear from the
Flight's gonna
sidelines.
knock on that window now.
What?
You're like, oh
That's
shit.
the worst idea possible. Oh shit. Okay. You hear?
We have no
I
idea
guess
what
I'll
we're
move
doing. We
myself
need
here
their
or
help
something.
to learn
You
the
hear
rules.
Dimitri from the side calling out, Bree and Lazarus, they're our men. They're our friends. If they can't do it, no one can.
Do I have enough time to cast the spell?
Maybe. What are you trying to cast?
Why?
Fly. Okay.
Oh, was the force field?
Can I ask one of the
Oh,
Magian that comes over to us? What are we playing?
Gentlemen, the good is a bodo.
I think you should
Okay.
wait on me knocking.
I'm gonna look at one of them real quick. That thing in the middle, grab it, right? Thing in middle. Point to the thing in the middle. I'm just gonna point to the thing in the middle.
They
And make a
point to it, they
snatching
nod,
motion?
they start getting down, like ready to book it. Sure, you can cast Flight if you would like.
Okay.
Can I describe? Just literally the bottom of Steven's boots just glow.
Would I have time to wild shape if that's the case? Can I symbiotic entity, please?
Sure.
If he got an action, can I get an action? Thank you.
I suppose so.
Flight's gonna hang. Flight's gonna hang from that windowsill. He's just gonna knock. He's gonna knock on the front of the window, but he's gonna try and duck out of the way before anybody sees him.
Okay. Well, yeah, you knock on the window. A number of the Magian inside of that room come to the windows, and then you hear them like poking the window and calling in a different language, calling over more of their friends, and they're all lined up by the windows to watch the sporting match that's going on below.
Do they seem like they have noticed me?
No. They're distracted
Okay,
by
neat.
the thing.
Do they seem
What is?
upset?
Could I get a read on their general demeanor?
I mean, they seem excited to see a sporting event happen.
Okay. Which
Cool.
means they're not actively against the appearance of other people straight away. That's good.
So
Good to know.
So Scoops is seeing this happen, Flight is seeing this happen, all the Magian that are on your side, there's 4 of them, they just get down ready to book it towards the middle of the area where this glowing ball is. The other 6 Magian also are down on their just one leg, like a runner, ready to take off. And you
Is this
hear
like electric football?
maybe.
I have
Everybody
60 feet of
give
movement.
me an athletics check.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Everybody?
Oh, actually, hang on. It's a dexterity athletics.
I
So
don't think it's us. Flight.
It
Does
could
my-
be.
Oh.
Does
Oh,
my
that
fly
would-
do
that
anything
would
with it?
help me.
Because it increases my speed to 60.
it
Wait,
increases your
dex-
speed to 60.
Yes. I have a
Shouldn't-
fly speed of 60.
Shouldn't have let you do it. Okay, I guess that totally helps.
So instead of a +1, I get a +2 if I'm not trained in athletics because it's a dexterity athletics. So essentially, I'm just doing an acrobatics.
Well, if you're proficient in
Okay.
athletics, then you would add your proficiency bonus to a dexterity check.
Yeah, except I'm not proficient either. So instead, I just get my dexterity modifier instead of my strength
No, yeah, it's
modifier.
just a straight
So I'm
you
just
can
doing an
roll
acrobatics check
Yeah.
essentially. Okay.
Wow.
Natural 20.
Okay. Well,
I am a
that's
natural born athlete.
That's incredible.
A sentence I never thought I'd say in my entire life.
Do you still need me to roll it, Alex?
Well, that totally bypasses No, that's great. You can fly, you just whip in and get the ball in front of everyone whose speed is only 30. You zip into the center of the area and you grab this ball. What do you do with it? You
Which
guys
way is
don't know the
everybody
rules.
I know
running?
what to do with it.
Bree, I look at Bree and the way Bree and the people around Bree are going.
Fuck if I know.
I figure you're in the middle of the pack of those people.
Yeah, which
Apple's going
one?
like
I point
this.
at them. Which one?
Here you go to
Are
the
they
middle.
still running even though I have it?
No, once you've grabbed it, everyone has kind of stopped where they are. And they're just waiting to see what you do next.
Go into the goal.
I fly up.
Okay.
How high can I fly up?
I mean, I guess you can get
Wait, when did I move into the center?
100 feet up. I moved
I
you
go-
there.
I
Sorry,
go
you can
up
go
and
if
I
you
start going towards the
Well,
other
stay
goal.
there.
want. Okay. And I guess you fly towards the other goal. All these Magian kind of run away from you, run up towards the sides of the field. This one hides behind the
Take a
goal.
clue from that, and I'm gonna run up the sides.
Like
Starts
they're running up the
booking it.
sides like they're gonna try to intercept me.
No, they're not running at you. They're more running
I
away
think they're
from
hiding
you.
from the electricity that's about to strike them or us. Just throw it through the goal, man. We're not
Yeah.
gonna find anything out and
If there's
take
a
it.
goal, I throw it.
Okay, you throw it at the goal. I guess just give me like a ranged attack. So, what? Just a D20 with your dexterity.
I mean, could he just fly it through the goal?
No, I'm not flying it through. It's gonna
Oh,
blow
okay.
up.
A 7. It falls short of the goal. It hits the ground, and one of these. I guess everyone sees that. All these Magian on the other side, all the Magian on your side, start booking it towards the ball again.
I get it for them again.
You get it from them again. Okay, so roll.
We need to roll
something.
to initiative at this point,
'Cause
I
they're-
think, right?
Not technically.
Okay, but how are we deter like?
Why don't you just take a turn?
Yeah.
It's
And
well.
just
So
see-
I mean,
just
what
see
do
what
you
you do.
look? I mean, the ball is free. Everyone starts running towards it. What do you two do?
Let's
I'm running towards the ball.
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk and see what happens.
You're gonna what? Walk?
I'm gonna fly up and watch and see what they do.
Oh, okay.
No, grab the ball again. Throw
okay,
it into
so
the
Bree-
goal.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm
Yeah,
yelling at you
exactly.
to grab the ball and throw it into the goal.
If you're yelling at me to do it, I will do it.
Okay, great.
Bree's yelling at you as Bree's running in towards the ball. Bree, give me the acrobatics again.
So my nat 20 did nothing.
Well, that was the first one, and Dr. Lazarus beat you
Okay.
to it because he's flying.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You should summon 8 direwolves.
Yeah, I feel like there's rules that we're supposed to be following. I don't know.
Well, technically there are, and those rules are described in detail within one of the locations you haven't gone. But instead, you've wandered into this automated thing, and you kind of have to figure out as you go, which is frustrating. I get that, but you'll get it eventually. So you run in. One of these Magian on the other side. Actually, here I'm gonna roll a bunch. Okay, yeah. One of the Magian on the other team ends up getting the ball, stopping, and then looking around. All the Magian on your side end up stopping and start to turn around to run away. This Magian throws the ball at one of the other Magians.
One of the Magians on its team or the other team?
On your team.
So this guy's our
Okay,
guy.
I start running away from the ball then.
So it's projectile.
Since it seems we need to start running away from it.
And
You might
misses.
have just enrolled yourself in a dodgeball tournament.
The ball misses the Magian on your side, is now on the ground here. It's now free. Everyone starts running in towards it again. What are you guys doing?
I dart
Grab
to
the
it.
ball.
Okay,
I
so
want to grab the ball.
Dr. Lazarus, give me like some sort of dexterity base to like beat Bree to it. Bree, give me an acrobatics.
If the ball is going towards our team
14.
and closer to Bree, and I'm closer to the enemy team, I'll try to defend against the enemy team.
Okay, so Bree
I'll give that to Bree. If
Bree
Bree's
gets
I mean,
it.
it doesn't matter to me as long as one of us gets it. Okay,
The
I'm
one
gonna
who
grab it.
threw it booked it towards it, but you beat it to it. You now have possession of the ball, and it's stopped.
So is that one closer to us now? Can I throw it at the one that was closest to me? The one that was also running at the ball?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's
just
just a
roll-
ranged.
Yeah. So D20
Attack?
plus your dexterity. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll another acrobatics check to make rolling simple. Is that good? Because that's just a D20 plus my dexterity.
Sure.
Okay.
9.
9. I'm guessing I miss.
No, yeah, you miss. It hits the ground again. Although it's kind of by Dr. Lazarus, the other Magians start to run in towards it. Dr. Lazarus, you can swoop it up if you want.
I will. Yes.
Okay, you swoop
I
down,
will
you're
grab it.
flying over this place, you grab the ball before this one gets it. He starts to run the other way.
And I'm going to whip it at his face.
Okay, so do your attack with it. 17, yeah, hell yeah. You hit it, you see a little bit of electricity jump out of the ball and shock him. He then vanishes and then reappears up on the sidelines here at the top
Goal.
edge.
Oh, yeah, we're playing dodgeball.
Don't get hit.
Yeah, it seems we're playing dodgeball. Okay.
He got
It's more than that.
He got eliminated.
they're
The
field
ball
ornaments?
drops to the ground. Everyone looks at you guys and starts running in towards the ball again.
Run for the ball again.
I am as well.
As you get the person out, you see Dimitri do a one-man Mexican wave. Well, that's probably a politically incorrect term for that now. But a crowd wave.
Oh, just like a
Yeah,
royal
like a
person's
wave.
wave.
Is proud.
not a royal wave, a crowd wave where he stands up and goes
Oh,
like this, and then waits for the next
okay.
Wave.
wave, and waits for it to come all the
Called
way
the
around.
wave.
The wave,
I
the
think
one
it's called the
person
wave.
wave.
I've
got
never heard it
it.
called the Mexican wave.
In Australia, it was probably racist. Probably came from soccer being in South America, even though
no.
Mexico is a part of Central or North America. Yeah, it's
Anywho.
an Australian racist thing. I'll drop it.
Okay,
Good to
how
know.
to even balance it? I mean, I guess just Dr. Lazarus gets all the balls no matter what.
Yay!
I don't know. Actually, okay, I'm gonna give them athletics. If anyone gets a 20, they beat you to it.
Hear lots of laughter.
Yeah, no, one trips and falls, it just hits their face on the ground, is now prone. None of them make it to it before you. You now have possession of the ball.
I take the easy target, the guy on the ground.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, prone. I'd have disadvantage. So
Yeah,
no.
you'd have disadvantage.
So no. A different target.
18, yeah, you slam it into that guy, and he gets eliminated. He gets shocked and then gets teleported out to the
I'm
sidelines
gonna run for
of
the
the
ball
place.
that he just threw.
Okay, Bree starts running for it. Oh no,
I get a
Bree
nat one and
also
I fall on my
trips.
face.
It's slick with ice.
Oh no!
Yeah, I fall on my ass.
All right.
Foul! Foul!
Actually,
Where
it
is the
should
ref?
be harder.
Harder?
Well, I don't know. Just I don't know if I made the
Oh,
right
no,
ruling
Alex,
on
you
you
broke it.
flying. But yeah,
I
it's fine.
broke it.
What?
I said I broke it.
You
Alex.
did break it. Well, there's just no.
Third level spell.
Yeah,
It's basically Lazarus grabs it, whips it, flies over, grabs it, whips it. I will keep rolling and keep doing this. This is the right spell for the right job.
Yeah.
Unless the mechanic said no fly allowed, you can't break anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't
you
think it says that.
haven't been directly punished for it yet.
Yeah. So
anything,
you're
you would've
just
had
whipping around
sacrifice.
the field. You go in, you swoop in on the ball again. And Dr. Lazarus, you have it. What are you doing with the ball, Doc?
Humming in at something. Missing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you launch it. It rolls towards the. Oh, who are you launching it at?
Actually, I don't know who's who on which team. I'd say the closest target. I'd say the closest, easiest target.
So I think these four are
Yeah.
on the opposite team.
No, I think this one's on our team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what she said.
saying these
I'm not
four.
seeing one of them.
There's one further back towards the enemy
Oh,
goalpost.
okay. I can't see that one.
Yeah. So you're probably throwing at this one then. Which means I'm gonna start running away.
You start running away. Yeah, the ball bounces to the ground in between a couple of these dudes. Dr. Lazarus tries to fly in and grab it, but this guy runs in and gets it instead. He kind of holds his position. This Magian steps out from behind the post down at the far end down here. This Magian throws it up towards the goalpost. Hang on.
Wait. Oh. So throwing them through the goalpost gets your players back.
Maybe. Oh, wow.
Someone just put in that 20.
The ball hits the tip of the center post, and the post becomes electrified and zaps the ball. The ball is now surrounded with electricity, and it falls down into the hands of this other Galvan mage below, who then he's looking at Dr. Lazarus. He's looking at these other Galvan mages on the other team. He throws it. That's not. Well, Dr. Lazarus is the closest, so sorry, Dr. Laz.
Is he? Because he'd be like way up in the air.
Yeah, I guess you'd be way up in the air. All right, then I'll say these other Magian over here because Bree ran away. So launches the ball.
If this was a movie, it would be cutting back to Dimitri, every couple minutes or so, and he's kind of commentating for a second, but he realizes the flight's not there. There's no one to talk to. So when it cuts back the next time, the audience would see a completely different person that you guys have never seen before and will probably never see again. Who's like,
flight assassins creeding on the top of this tower.
That's right. And the face you've never seen before is like, it looks like the other team has got the momentum. Can the Doc get the ball back and avoid being electrified? And then it cuts away and it cuts back to the same body, but it's got Dimitri's face now. And it's like, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. It looks like the other team know what they're doing. That's right. We'll soon see what happens. And it keeps cutting back, but it's him. It's just him.
If Flight's gonna go around the windows, still trying to avoid attention, he's gonna be keeping an eye on those Majin.
Okay. Yeah, they're rooting and cheering, and they're in whatever language they speak up there. They're rooting for their buddies. This guy launches a ball towards the Majin who's on the ground in between Bree and Dr. Lazarus and hits that Majin. It shocks him, but then a big string of electricity jumps out of the ball to the next guy over. Both of them are shocked, vanish, and appear on the outskirts of the game. The ball is now loose on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab the ball, touch it to the thing, throw it.
Okay, well, you gotta throw it at the thing if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna get into position under the thing to grab it if you decide to throw it at the middle thing.
Does he have to throw it? He's flying.
Well, it just depends on what his goal is. There's a couple different mechanics that I feel like have been presented.
Yeah. So, but the one guy threw it up in the post in order to electrify it, but Dr. Lazarus is flying, so...
Yeah, but if he...
Yeah. See what happens.
And he was able to hold it no problem after it was electrified.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It didn't seem like the charging process made it any worse for me. Well, for that guy.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you just flying through the goalpost and the...
Yep.
Okay. So you just, it just charges up with electricity.
Aim for an area where there are two people.
All right.
Heck yeah. It looks like the Omen Seekers have lost too, but the Doc has the ball. What's he gonna do now?
Jeez. Okay, yeah, you hit this guy in the middle. Electricity jumps out of his head, hits this other guy in the forehead. They're both out in one move. The ball bounces to the ground. This Majin here goes for it. It's like a couple feet from it. It's closer to it than you.
Can I run for it? Because I was in position to catch it if it fell.
You can. Give me your acrobatics then.
Okay.
Oh.
Nah, I don't.
No, you guys almost meet in the middle. You guys are slipping on the slick ice of the ground. You guys kind of meet head to head. Here, I'll move you there and there. He ends up grabbing it.
Can I try to run away?
Yeah, sure. Give me an athletics. Although I guess it technically doesn't matter. But he launches it at you as you're running away.
It's like when you see two ice hockey players collide.
Actually, can I cast Gaseous Form instead of running away?
Yeah, I guess so, and that's why the ball goes directly through you and just clutters to the ground back behind. One of these other Majin run up and grab it and try to launch.
Totally a good use of a 3rd level spell. It's fine.
Their ball towards the bad guys. They miss. The bad guys now have it. They're launching it at Dr. Lazarus in the sky. I'm gonna give them disadvantage.
It looks like Bree was in trouble, but she turned into a fart and blew in the wind. Now they're aiming for the Doc.
Real quick, does this seem like the type of thing I'd be able to use my shield if it seemed like something that was going to hit me?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But does touching your equipment mean that it touches you?
No, the shield deflects whatever would be hitting.
Oh, you're talking about the magic shield. I thought you were talking about like a physical shield.
Yeah, no, the shield is pretty high. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah, no, it bounces it misses you and goes over
I
to
get
the
it?
other side of the field. What do you guys
Free.
do? Ball is
I
on the
get it.
loose on your side.
Charge.
Yeah, I'm
Charge
gonna
it.
remain in my gaseous form unless the ball comes close to me again, and then I'll pop out and grab it.
Okay.
You guys only have 2 people left. This could be it.
I'm gonna do
Go
the
get him.
exact same thing if I can outrun them. Charge to it, grab it, dink
They're
it
not
off.
close together though.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. You never know.
Do I
Okay.
get
So
it out?
Dr. Lazarus swoops in. The 2 Magian on your side step back and let you get it. Obviously, you have the advantage. So you get a hold of the ball. These other 2 guys, one guy's kind of backing up towards the side. This guy's moving out of the way. They're getting ready to try to dodge.
14.
14 misses. It bounces off the seats onto the
Rough.
floor. This guy runs up to it.
You were aiming at that guy, not this guy who's like right here.
No,
I
it
think he
bounced
was
off
aiming
the
at that
speed.
guy. I think it's the equal numbers for either one.
Whoever was closer.
Oh, I see. Okay, because you're saying. 'cause
Yeah,
that
that's
way-
what I was
yeah,
asking.
So he ran
Yeah,
towards
can
the
I?
ball. Oh, sure. Yeah, give me your check to see if you make it.
Okay,
to the
'cause
ball
I-
ahead of
I-
him.
Pop out.
You
Yeah.
got a 19 though. Whoa! Okay, give me just a straight athletics check to beat. You both grab the ball at the same time.
Strength check. Okay. I don't know if that's a nat 1 or a nat 20.
I was thinking that could be good or
so
bad.
confused.
No,
That's just fucking like
that's
that.
him screaming because you yanked the
In
ball
agony?
from his hands. He's now face to face with you. What are
And
you
I
doing, Bree?
just boop him on the head with it. He's right there. I just touch him with it. And drop the ball. Like,
Okay,
like-
well, I'll give you, he can try to dodge. I'll give you advantage on your roll, though.
on my what is essentially an
The
acrobatics check.
yeah, essentially.
Okay.
It looks like we've got him on the ropes. This guy's not going anywhere.
21. Great. Okay. Yeah, you hit him. You just kind of spike it into his face right in front of you. His face is bloody, but he disappears, gets added with his group up there. They're all kind of bummed. They're yelling for the other guy.
I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I call out to him.
And then I guess the ball falls
And I'm
down
a giant and not a halfling sometimes.
right next to you. One of these mages
I grab it
walks
again?
over. Well, they
Oh,
pick
okay.
it up and hand it to you.
In an unexpectedly Canadian turn, or Ice Giant turn, Bree is apologizing to her opponents.
And Bree, you now have the ball.
I'm gonna. Can I run forward with the ball?
Sure. Just this is the last guy. Flavor this however you would like.
Okay, I'm gonna run forward with the ball with this intent look on my face, and
He
I'm gonna
starts
throw it at his
cringing.
face.
He's like tripping
I'm
up
sorry.
the stairs. He's trying to back up.
Yeah.
Not like this. Not like this.
A 21 again. Wow. All right. What's this look like, Bree?
Yeah.
I think I like accidentally throw it too hard again, and I just whack him on the back of the head as he's trying to run away.
Oh god, he hits his face against one of the bleachers, just starts sliding down bleacher to bleacher to
Sorry.
bleacher, hitting his head over and over again. He
I
vanishes.
can heal you.
He vanishes and joins the rest of his crew. They all kind of pat him on the back like it's okay, and then they all vanish from there. Your team
And
comes over to you and gives you high fives before they vanish as
yeah.
well. And then the trophy that's up on the like a pedestal over here kind of floats up. It starts glowing gold and floats down to you two, presenting itself as the prize for having won.
Cool. Can we touch it at the same time on a 3, 2, 1? We both go.
Sure.
Great.
They've done
well,
it!
you-
The Omen Seekers have done it!
The
What
The
a way to
trophy
end
cup.
this session.
is made from mithril, embedded with 3 blue spinel gemstones, and is probably worth a lot.
Oh, so it doesn't like disappear when we touch it? We get to keep it?
You get to keep it. This is your trophy now.
Oh,
Wow,
sick.
that thing looks really valuable.
Loot, baby.
Mithril is no joke.
Yeah. I mean, you keep it,
Mithril.
Lazarus. You
Mithril.
were definitely the MVP of that match.
And the big old force field that formed over the area shuts down. The 3 goalposts power down, and you are now released from the stadium.
Okay, Flight's gonna be looking at what the Magen inside the tower are doing.
They just go back towards the anvil.
One of them is collecting money from the other 3.
Right?
Told you.
So
The unknown face, the commentator face, walks up to the other 2 and is like, "So, Omen Seekers, how do you feel now that you've won the tournament?" And holds an imaginary microphone towards them.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I just got caught up in the moment. And he shakes his face and becomes Dimitri again.
Oh man, you have to stop doing that. I keep thinking you're this random person.
Apologies.
Flight will jump down from the tower. And
Flight jumps down, heads
That
towards
was
you
so
guys.
exciting.
and it just
Well.
walks up to you guys.
Who has the trophy?
I think
Lazarus does.
I gave it to Lazarus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Backpack.
I just
Yeah.
wrote it on my
He was
D&D
the
Beyond sheet.
MVP of that match.
We have a bag of holding now, don't forget.
Yeah, we do. I have
That's
the
what
bag
I
of
was
holding.
thinking.
Yeah.
Flight will just pull it out from under his poncho and hold it open for you.
I will put trophy in bag of holding.
Cool.
Seems a
I
little
will
uncomfortable in your-
label Lazarus's trophy in my inventory.
Oh, it's in
Lazarus and
Flight's
Bree,
inventory.
Lazarus
Yeah,
is
technically
Mithral's
Lazarus and
trophy.
Bree. I was just letting him hold on to it.
Well,
But yeah, no. Yeah.
We're all winners today. We all got
Well,
experience.
that was interesting. This place is a whirlwind. Oh my gosh.
I'll say Dr. Lazarus and you too, Bree, when you were touching it, felt like just a little bit extra lucky. And now handing it over to Flight, he also feels a little bit lucky.
Lucky?
Do we get inspiration or
Pressure,
luck
Dimitri.
points or something?
No, not necessarily. It's unclear. But whoever was holding it feels a little bit luckier than normal.
Cool. Exciting.
So
Can I flavor something as when Dimitri came over us as the guy that was recognized?
Yeah, the commentator.
Kind of like
Yeah.
pushed him away and poked him with the trophy.
this feels
Pushed it
like
away.
a friggin'
It's like, back away. Who you are.
this feels
So
like a friggin' Binding of Isaac item description. Feels lucky? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It has some sort of effect. You haven't done anything to know what it possibly did, but
We haven't activated or attuned to it yet. Yeah.
yeah, and it's not by
Cool.
touching it, it's whoever has it. So
Oh.
It's like passed
Oh,
through the eye.
Passive
That's
thing.
cool.
mhm.
And it
That's
has
cool.
3 gems in it, so hypothetically there are 3 uses of whatever the thing is when we find out.
in which case maybe you
Like
should
if
hold
we're
on to it,
lucky.
Lazarus, then, since
We'll identify it later.
yeah.
Figure out what it is. Safer in the bag
Okay,
of holding.
I will
safer on
refrain
flight.
from putting it in the bag of holding then.
No, put it in the
Alright.
bag of holding. It's safer with you.
Okay.
I think that's a
Well,
good call too, because our frontline fighter having luck
Well,
points
if I'm the one
hypothetically is a
if
good
I
idea.
have it in the bag of holding, then I'm the one holding it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine for now.
We will probably. It sounds like an item that we might be able to pass around and use for all of us at different times. So
It's
you
safe
take
in the
this.
bag of holding that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that done, Flight will look up to the tower. Says, so I don't know how prevalent how much this matters, but the Magen inside the tower were watching the match.
So
Which
they
means
don't seem
saw us.
hostile.
Yeah, they seem to
Okay.
they seem to be enjoying the show.
So let's go in there as the heroic sports people, and I nudge Dr. Lazarus a little bit. I don't know how this
And
works.
maybe,
I've never been a sports person in my life.
I still don't think we
let's,
should walk into their room, but we can definitely be a little more relaxed now.
Yeah. Flight will walk up to the door then.
And then next time on, I guess.
You walk up to the door, you go through the door, what do you Tell me
We're
about
not.
it.
We're walking out to the door, and we'll go in next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
'Cause
we
it's getting late.
knock?
In what order do you go in?
Flight will take
Here.
point.
Flight takes point?
Flight will take point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
Well,
maybe I should take point since I still have my temp HP at the moment for the next
Okay.
like few minutes or so, just in
Think-
case
Thing
I
to
take a
ask,
hit.
How
okay,
long
well,
did
Bree
that match
enters
take?
in first, and one of the runes on the outside of the building starts to glow. Give me a... Should have been ready for this.
Well, this can be a next time on.
Well,
Yeah,
but this is a
exactly.
good cliffhanger. You're gonna,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, essentially, just a surge of energy. You feel yourself going insane. I will ask for the check maybe next time.
Question: what if we do
An
a
intelligence
private roll,
saving
so
throw? What,
If
Ample?
we-
Yeah,
private roll.
maybe it's a private roll.
and you are the only one who knows how it turns out?
If it's a mind thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
the mechanical way to do
Um,
cliffhanger.
All right.
Okay, I'll do a private GM roll. And it's an
Yeah.
intelligence save.
Intelligence saving throw.
I believe you're proficient in those.
I am, but my intelligence is also like a -1, so
Oh
No,
no.
it's better than nothing.
10. Okay. Why did I?
you just said it. Wow,
I know. I just called myself.
You don't know what it means yet.
Come on!
You don't know what it means. You don't know what the DC is. We'll find out next time. This rune is glowing on top of the tower. You guys are lined up to go inside. We'll see. I immediately was
So
like, "What
funny.
are you doing, Alex?" Oh,
I mean, who knows what it
This
was?
has been a
I gotta
bonkers
go, but
evening.
I'll
and
see
it's
you later. I'll see y'all later.
fantastic.
All right. See you.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Bye.
Yeah. This has
Yeah, that was
been
wild.
all
That
over
was
the
a wild
place.
Very cool. This whole area is dope. It makes
Yeah.
me think of the new Strixhaven material. Like, this could honestly be Strixhaven that has plummeted to, the Earth or
Yeah.
whatever. The Forgotten Realms.
Mhm.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, because a lot of
Wow.
people studied here. It's like its own. Yeah, you could probably mix the two campaigns together.
Yeah. You could absolutely end a Strixhaven campaign having it crash into Icewind Dale.
That'd be interesting.
Oh, interesting. Then the crash kind of like resets you a bit.
I suppose.
Interesting.
I mean, you could, the Strixhaven material is only set up to run levels 1 to 5, I think. If you start them at level 5 and you just take out the kind of 1 to 5 level adventures and pretend that those have already been done in the Dale, or pop them up and make them do it again. I don't know, there are multiple ways you can do
Yeah.
it, depend on the DM.
I think that way would be very interesting. Like maybe like time stages too. Crash,
Yeah.
stopped in time for a moment, came
Yeah.
back X amount of time later where the city's already sunken. This, that, and the other thing have happened.
You start at level 1 in the Caves of Hunger.
Oh no, that would be bad.